Nobody's saying you can't own a gun. Nobody's even saying you can't carry a gun. All we're saying is you can't carry a gun in town.
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
God-awful bunch of malcontents. I hope you all kill each other.
The Almighty says, don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
What is the major problem, do you think?
Too much hormones.
You can't handle big diesel anyway. My meat would have you in the hospital.
Wow.
You believe in hell and stuff?
Yeah.
Who do you think's down there?
Who's down there? Martin Luther?
This is the type of shit we do, roll up on at the goddamn barbershop.
You little bastard, you attacked my stepson?
Hold us hostage.
And there will be gorilla shit all over the Omni.
This is the...
And you guessed it, a Jew.
All the way Virginia, bitch.
I'm white, you know? I'm white.
Well, I can't understand none of it. This one begat that one, and that one begat this one, and begat, and lo and behold, someone says some shit to someone or another. Just how retarded are you?
Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme. We're too wild. We're too out of control. We're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. I brought you a new intro song, you lucky devils, and I'm going to hit the post. So get ready for the final evening show of the week. Give it up for the man. Produced by the one and only Paul Thomas Cat. This is a one-shot deal, by the way. The one and only Mark Gormley. I kind of need the lyrics to this song. I need to see how well written it is. I'm guessing Mark himself wrote this little ditty. Welcome to the show. Let's kick some ass. Let's send the evening shows out in fashion this week. We missed a layup this morning by only about $30. I'm not too worried about it, but rules are rules. If you guys knock that out, I go till 9 tonight. Welcome to the show. Let's get after it. I'm excited. You're excited. If you're not excited, get excited. It's showtime, baby. All right. We have so much to do today. I'm going to hang out with you for a little bit in the chat and whatnot. Say my hellos. Now, looks can be deceiving. I am wearing the same hoodie that I wore this morning, which would lead you to believe I didn't do anything today. I did go to the gym. I'm wearing a different shirt underneath. I've since showered. I'm wearing different pants. Got a good run in today, 2.75 miles. I was a little disappointed in myself. I could have gone 3. I looked at 500 calories burned. I looked at, the 2 miles were done in I think I got 9 minutes flat on the first 2 miles. And I would have definitely come in under 30 minutes total for the 3 miles. Probably would have been about 28 and a half for the 3 miles. And at 275, I was like, I think that's good for today. I think we're good. It hit 500 calories. I got to 2.75 and I choked. I said that's enough. It's kind of a chicken shit move. To give you an idea of what a chicken shit move it is to stop at 2.75, I only had to turn it back up to run after my cool down walk. I only would have had to turn it up for 2 more minutes. And I would have gotten to 3 minutes. But hey, 275 ain't bad. It was a great day at the gym. Welcome to the program. I hesitate to tell you that I also went in the sauna because I feel like that just invites gay jokes. Welcome to the show anyway. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. And tomorrow is our last day of no membership expirations on Rumble. Let's make hay while the sun is shining. 60 away from 100, or from 100, Jesus. 60 away from 700. So here's what I say. We had a March of the Red Boys last night. Let's do 6 people tossing 10 members, is my math? Yes. 6 people tossing 10 memberships in will make up for this morning. We'll hit 700. And then maybe come Thursday and Friday, maybe we get to 8 for the first time ever. That would be incredible. Welcome to the show. Let's have a good one. Saint Caesar says Aaron stopped at Costco for a hot dog and a Pepsi. Calories gone. The calories are gone, but it's worse than Costco and a hot dog. The good news is I have not broken my soda fast. I haven't drank soda since Ash Wednesday. I'm not going to drink soda. I'm done. I'm off it. I'm finished. I don't even want to tell you what I ate. So at the Circle K, I think, is what bought Holiday now. At the Holiday by my house, they have these Guy Fieri like food items, like hot items that they put under the food lamp. It's like a contract, like a naming rights deal they have with Guy Fieri. And I had the cheeseburgerito. I had a Guy Fieri cheeseburgerito. Now, it's not what you think. It's a cheeseburger inside a burrito. Is that what you thought it was? Okay. Well, I had a bubbler with it, so it's not a soda. And that's where the 500 running calories went. Welcome to the show. Let's not forget, 25-minute trip to the sauna also adds another 100. So still a calorie deficit. Still a calorie deficit on the burrito. Not to mention, we're going to burn 10 calories eating said burrito and another 40 or 50 shitting it out I would say 70 or 80, but let's be honest, it's going to be water. There's not going to be a lot of straining. Welcome to the program. Main Vein with $1 says, Aaron, you didn't read my $20 Rumble rant during Erica this morning? You've done this multiple times. You want the money, do the work. I swear I did. I acknowledged it. I didn't read it. I remember acknowledging it and cutting it off to 50. We went down to 35, all that stuff. Did I not read it? God. Well, you know what? Here, send me another one. I promise I'll read it. Make it red. It stays up there longer. I'll really read it. I promise. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Chad Buzamok says, Fatty sees money and forgets everything. How else should I do it? What do you think I do this for? My health? Did you hear what I ate? Did you hear what I ate? Someone says 1,250 calories. That's not true. That's not true. Buzamok says, I remember counting the money. Yeah, no. I remember counting it. I remember acknowledging that it arrived. There was... Wait a minute. You're telling me that when you guys leave money for this show, you write stuff with it and I'm supposed to read it? I had no idea. You know what? Do me a favor. Let's test it. Send in a bunch of money. Send messages with it. Let's find out what's going on here. Let's see if I can figure this whole method out. There's only one way to do it, and that's practice. Papa Shop says there's never just one burgerito with him. It's a cheeseburgerito, and it's like 500 calories. I'm going to type this sentence in. How many calories in a Guy Fieri cheeseburger burrito? Bro, you guys don't even know. Maybe I fucked up. According to a recipe published in January 2026, that's right, a recipe. Guy Fieri's Flavortown cheeseburger burrito contains approximately 365 calories per serving and features 28 grams of protein. Unbelievable. What a guy, right? Maybe it wasn't as many as I thought. This is the cheeseburger. It doesn't look like that. It does not look like that. That's no. Yeah, here it is. That's that's what they look like. Guy Fieri's Circle K menu review. Better than average gas station food. I should be ashamed of. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Look at that thing. That's what I ate. That's what I put that inside of my body. That's in my body right now. I'm from Minnesota. There was the person who wrote this is from Minnesota, home of the Juicy Lucy. So I love a good burger. Oh boy, Minnesota. Unfortunately, whatever was going on with this cheeseburger burrito was not that. Oh. The description for the burger reads, flour tortilla filled with diced beef burger, cheddar cheese, pickles, and fries. I didn't know there were fries in it. To be fair, it did taste like someone had wrapped a burger and fries in a burrito, just not a good burger. The texture was the first thing that threw me off. The meat managed to be dry while the fries were soggy. Additionally, including the fries inside the burrito just threw the whole thing off. I didn't know that there were fries in the burrito. I just kind of eat the thing. I'm a big fan of carbs, but in this case, it felt like the carbs overwhelmed the more flavorful aspects of the burger. My thing is, I was eating a gas station burrito. I wasn't expecting that much. Ace, I think Ace has nailed it in the chat. He writes, God damn, you're a fat piece of shit. What? No, wait. What part don't you understand? You know how I always tell you guys that I go to the gym and I run 3 days a week, and then every Sunday I go and box just to keep this hunk of shit body looking the way it does. Most people, if they go to the gym that often, it's, wow, that's really showing results. You're a symbol of health. Yeah. $1 from Main Vein says, go to the last 3 minutes of the show and read it now. Chop, chop. maybe more money will come in. All right, let's go to the last. Von Kaiser gifting a membership as well. Von Kaiser says, curious what Ed and Michelle would rate that trash. Just like this. You know what? Let's hit the goal tonight and let's watch some Ed and Michelle. I would love to see what those two have been up to. All right, look. Main Vein throws a lot of money at this show. It's kind of like a restaurant. You spend a lot of money, you get to make some requests. So let's go to this morning's show. Let's go to the end. Hey, Rumble, thanks for hitting like. You guys hit like. I like that you hit like. I like that you like me. All right, let's, where's the chat? How do I bring up the chat from today's show? I don't think I can. Oh, man. Well, ass. Streamlabs paper. Hey, 3 more of those. We got a golden shower. Straight, but I just want Main Vein. Okay, there we go. Main Vein. Happy White Power Wednesday to all my Aryan brothers and sisters. That's what it said. Thank you, Main Vein, for the $20. Happy White Power Wednesday to all my Aryan brothers and sisters. There, I read it. I got to it. Perfect. Hulkamasha Baby with $1 says, with your lack of self-control to not eat shit, I'd say you're possessed by a food demon, not a sex demon, you fat fuck. Let's see. What is a Catholic food demon? Food demons are not literal monsters, but refer to demons associated with gluttony or spiritual dangers. Specifically, the demon Beelzebub. Oh my God, the granddaddy of them all is in my guts. That sounded gay. So I got Beelzebub, often called the Lord of the Flies, and associated with gluttony. Some Catholic exorcists and traditionalists also warn that food can be cursed or consecrated to the devil by evildoers to cause physical or spiritual affliction, which is why blessing meals is crucial. So I should have blessed my burrito. Okay. I think gas station burritos would be considered possessed by demons. For sure. Chad Buzamok says, let's watch it and see how Jew you are by counting the money and moving on. Now, Buzamok, you aren't a customer that pays a lot of money. I don't have to dance to your tune. Main Vein, I can't lose him. You? I'm only going to humiliate myself for so much. Kyle sent me a thing on Facebook. He said, you ran for how long? What is this? Hold on. After my cool down walk, I only would have had to turn it up for 2 more minutes. And I would have gotten to 3 minutes. But hey, 3 minutes. 3 miles. 3 miles, not 3 minutes. Aaron, you are going to be so big after WrestleMania 2 nights. So many calories. I don't think so. I'm going to check in on WrestleMania every once in a while. Chad Buzamok says, I made you a lot of money today with the new $10 drop clip. That you did. Anybody who sends us $10 gets to see the new $10 video drop. All right, guys. Roots says, I got a few good 24-hour joints. But the Quick Trip, man, something hits different about the Quick Trip. $20 from Main Vein. He says, there you go. Quit being a cunt.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
There you go. Thank you very much, Main Vein. Sam Show in the chat says, ignore that one. All right, thank you, guys. Few more of those. We're home free for the night. Thank you. So, Wednesday nights, no matter what happens, and we got up over 300 people last night, but no matter what happens on Wednesday nights, it always ends up being a little more of a chat night. It always ends up being more of a one-on-one, these final evening shows of the week. I hope you have a good time with them. I really do. T-Jeff says, the Golgothan, you shitlord. No, the Golgothan's a shit demon. Totally different. Amanda Hug and Kiss says, blessing gas station food will not help. Okay, maybe it won't help, but it cannot hurt. It's gas station food. Taste Fairy Ialto says, my stepdad has like 2,000 Quick Trip visits on his rewards card. That sounds like a stepdad. You guys, you want to know how many visits I have on my Quick Trip card? Oh, you didn't know that? You didn't know that I have a Quick Trip card? Oh, no, I don't know what my username and password is. I was kind of hoping I could just use my thumbprint. Okay, we're in. Now, this is going to surprise you. You're going to be way over on my visits. I have 96 visits on my Quick Trip Rewards app. Oop. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. I have 96 visits on the Quick Trip Rewards app. The reason I have 96 is because I've spent a shitload of visits trying to win Vikings and Twins tickets. So you can enter lotteries. Like I can go into the fan zone here on the app. Quick Trip to the ballpark, Brewers season, Twins season, and then I can spend fan zone points on Twins merchandise and things like that. 96 is where I'm at right now with my Quick Trip visits. But be Johnny 200 if they knew the truth of it. 479 fan points. Ooh, 20 cents off a gallon on gasoline. Look at me. I've got a 10 cent that expires on May 1st. I have a 10 cent that expires on May 5th. Hot shit. Look at me. Anyway, enough about my Quick Trip Rewards app. Taste Fairy Ialto says, yeah, I've entered all those too. Hey, the ones who know. That's all. All right, guys, thank you very much. Let's get it. We off to a great start tonight. Thank you so much. Let's get after it. Let's have some fun. Speaking of fun, you know what's fun to do? Watch all of these comedians who turned like hard right-wing conservative for the election, and they made a bunch of money off of it and grabbed a bunch of viewers, and Trump graced them with their podcast, and they were in the Barron Trump fan club. And now all those guys look retarded. All of those guys are left holding the bag, and they have two choices. They can split their audience, and they can go, God, this guy really fucked me over. Shit, we're doing a lot of things that we weren't supposed to be doing. He's backing an evil regime that's murdering people while fighting a regime that he claims is murdering people, but there's not near as much evidence as there is for our ally murdering people. And you can speak out against him, and then you can lose a lot of those Trump fans that you gained during the election. Or you can continue to be a mouthpiece for the administration, and then you look like a total sellout because it's not who you were in the run-up to the election. So like all these guys, even Joe Rogan, they're so fucked rhetorically because, no matter which way they go, they're going to alienate people. Now, personally, I would go, and like I have gone, with the direction that your soul can sleep at night best, which for me is just say what I believe. These guys like Andrew Schultz, these kind of second tier, like you got Rogan, then you got the guys on Rogan's coattails. Andrew Schultz is one of these guys. And he's one of these guys who has tried to stay on the Trump train and tried to keep grifting that audience. Whereas guys like Theo Vaughn have stood on business and gone, well, I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to say what I believe. Andrew Schultz is now lamenting the fact that Twitter is not as fun anymore because of the conservatives being in control. And I tell you, you look at these guys who have sold their soul to Trump, it does something to your physical appearance. You start to look older. You start to look more disheveled. You start to age quicker. And I wonder if it's the selling your soul for Trump, if it's that thing. Let's take a look at Andrew Schultz, sad about what Trump hath wrought on Twitter.
Conservative Twitter was funny when Dems are in charge. Now that Republicans are in charge, it's just whiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's too emotional. When Dems are in charge, they had heat. They had the memes. It was fun. But now it's just like too much. It feels like too much propaganda.
They turned into the soy boys.
Yes, they did. They went full soy boy.
They went full soy boy. Andrew, I got news for you. Hardcore conservative Twitter was always gay and lame. These guys like Eric Doherty, who always just carry the water, or like, who's the guy who used to be a sports guy? Clay Travis. All of those guys, dude, were always cringe. Those guys who only tweeted about trans people and only tweet, all of those people were always really hard to watch and really cringe to look at. You're just noticing it now because you're getting sick of this shit. But it is very interesting to watch who's still trying to toe the line on the grift and who said, fuck it, I'm going to do my own thing. Like the guys who did their own thing to me are like Tim Dillon, Theo Vaughn. Those guys are still kind of standing on business, being funny, doing their thing. Rogan, Hinchcliffe kind of went back to just doing comedy and doing that Kill Tony show he does. I think he kind of escaped all the Trump stuff, oddly enough. But like, I think also that Andrew Schultz does that show with Charlemagne the God, and Charlemagne's pretty left-wing, so he has to kind of keep him honest. But watching him kind of realize that, oh, all that conservative grift shit that I went way too far on, turns out that's gay. Yep, it's gay, my man. It's gay. 09 Canyon says the whole world's gone gay. Well, you know, the whole world has been gay, if you've been paying attention. Papa Shab says the Waluigi looking ass. Somebody said the pink light in the background on the sign is bothering them. I tell you what, for a $5 or a gifted membership, look at you give me a chance to be Jewish. I'm going to be Jewish. For a $5 or a gifted membership, I'll change the color for you. Hell, I'll even make it one of the, I'll give you flash. You can have that. I'll give you strobe. You can have a little strobe. You can have a fade. I got a black barber shop. There you go. Or you can have holiday. Hey, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Or you could just have a blue or a different shade of blue. There you go. Or you could have a red or a different shade. Look at that. I got so many options. You don't have to be stuck on one color, my man. Or you could have white. We all love white, don't we? Everybody loves white. Or I could turn it off. I could turn it on. I could make it blue. You pick. I am a whore. Main Vein with $10. Thank you very much. Now you guys get to see the $10 drop. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for the 10, Main Vein. We need everybody doing that, not just Main Vein, and we're going to have a great night. Main Vein says, Aaron, do you know who Phil Hendry is? Of course. If you do, what are your thoughts? Get rid of the pink light. It's blue now. The goddamn light is blue. Phil Hendry was a very talented radio guy. He was very good at what he did. I'm not going to shit on Phil. Some people think he's kind of like hacky and lame or whatever. He's really talented. He would do shows where he would do all these characters in studio, and he was doing all the characters, but they were talking to each other. And I don't know, especially back then, that kind of radio when you didn't have all the technology you do now. I don't know. I can see where people would have been entertained by it. Taste Fairy IL. Oh, plus, I believe in Phil Hendry. I believe in Phil Hendry. No, Gurmy, it is not Joe Hendry's brother. By the way, you know, I don't watch a lot of WWE NXT. It seems to me like Joe Hendry has kind of fallen off the face of the earth. I don't see the guy around anymore. Richard Head says, meeting starts at 7:30 tonight at Stoney's. No. There is no, unless your group is having a meeting independently, there is no organized meeting of any sort at Stoney's tonight. I'm telling you. Taste Fairy Ialto says, so Phil Hendry is like the Grease Man. No, the Grease Man's way more cringe than Phil Hendry because Phil Hendry would do all of his shit in studio live. Grease Man recorded all of his shit. So, no, we're not comparing Phil Hendry to the Grease Man. That's not okay. Punished Ahab on YouTube, I like him. He says the grifter comedians are just mad that the comments under all their social media posts are relentlessly shitting on them. Why would you read them? Why would you read them? I do a show and then people write stuff. All you should be doing, because apparently it's good for the algorithm, is hitting like and thumbs up on every comment. Just boop, 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 boop. T4T says, Copilot says 1,000 to 1,200 calories for a Guy Fieri cheeseburger burrito. That's probably at his restaurant. You got to look at Flavortown gas station. Gas station burrito calories. I got you here. Yeah, 500 to 530 calories per serving of the gas station burritos. The serving is one burrito. There we are. All right. Don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that. Chad Buzamok says Aaron's chat all day is calling him a Jew gay F word. What would the comments do? About the same. About the same. If you want to know the truth about it, about the same. All right, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, no matter what platform you're on. Throw $5 or $10 our way. Let's. It's been a great start this evening. Let's make it a nice and easy evening show. Let's do this one out of Omaha. You might have heard about this. I saw this on a few different websites today. Some crazy bitch in a Walmart parking lot kidnapped a kid at gunpoint, at knife point. I'm skipping ahead in the story now. Some crazy bitch steals a kid at knife point in a Walmart parking lot. The cops find her, and look, we can shit on the cops all day long. Lord knows they do a lot of stuff bad, a lot of stuff wrong. I think they nailed it in this case. Let's take a look at this one from, again, Omaha, Nebraska. This is probably the most exciting shit that's going to happen in Omaha all season, I would say.
11 o'clock here on this chaotic Tuesday morning. Thanks for sticking with us today here on First Alert 6. I'm Dave Zavolinsky. We continue to follow
that name
breaking
5
news
times
of a
fast.
kidnapping that turned deadly at the Walmart at 72nd and Pine Street about 90 minutes or so ago. We've been bringing you live coverage both on air and streaming. Want to continue that.
Oh my God, that's a shadow. I thought like a car came screaming in here and hit its brakes, and those were streaks on the road. God, I'm dumb.
Team coverage now live with Ron Johnson, who quickly made his way out to the scene around 9:30 this morning. Ron, we just heard a news briefing that we brought to our viewers here live on the air about a very traumatic incident at the Walmart behind you. What more can you tell us right now, and what have you been learning?
Yeah, Dave, we
Did not expect that voice to come out of this guy. That one shocked the shit out of me.
can tell you that one woman is dead and a child was injured. That child was stabbed in this incident that happened here at the Walmart behind me. Police gave us...
It's pretty difficult to do the most white trash thing at a Walmart, but I think kidnapping someone's kid at gunpoint and then getting capped by the cops is about that's about as high up on the white trash scale as you can get. If this white trash meter was the hammer game at the county fair, you hit the thing and the bell went all the way up to the top.
An update on kind of how all this went down earlier. We heard from Deputy Chief Scott Gray, and he provided this information.
That guy is so gay and tiny. He's a tiny little gay guy. Tiny little gay guys, you don't know what to do with them. They're just, you don't want to make fun of them too much because they're tiny. It just feels like bullying. But they're so gay, it's hard to let it go.
At 9:20, the first officers arrive on call to investigate the nature of this incident. They encountered a female outside the Walmart at this location. She was holding a knife to a 3-year-old child.
Which, okay, let's stop right there. That's psychotic. Like that. When you describe a situation, there was a woman in the Walmart parking lot. She was holding a knife to a 3-year-old child. Why? Or as Larry King would ask, what happened to the grocery? Did she return the cart? Were the cart narcs anywhere to be found?
That was in a shopping cart. The officers gave the suspect commands. At what time there is video that shows the suspect swiping the knife at the child, cutting him across the face. Officers at that time.
I don't understand. What do you win? Like, if we're talking about criminal activity, when you do something, it's supposed to give you leverage or it's supposed to help you, like, benefit you or get you out of the situation. When you slash the 3-year-old in the face, what does that do to the scenario you're in that improves it, other than get you shot faster?
At least one officer fired their weapon, and the suspect is deceased at this scene.
And this is not going to be one of those cases where the family wants to see the body cam because they want to know if it was a good shot or not. You're only going to want to see people looking at the body cam because they want to rewind it over and over and over and over again and see this woman get what she had coming to her.
Yeah, and Dave, as you mentioned, this was very much a chaotic scene. We heard from some people who worked at this Walmart, were coming here for their shifts, and they were just as stunned about this whole thing as anyone, as you could imagine. Our team coverage of this does continue. We have First Alert 6's Maria Cade nearby.
By the way, this story goes on for 3.5 to 4 minutes. Why? I mean, that was it. You can tell not a lot happens. There's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this story. And it's like, you can tell not a lot happens in Omaha, Nebraska. It's like, okay, what happened? Well, a woman abducted a kid at knife point. She slashed the kid in the face. The kid's going to be fine, by the way. He's got some stitches here on this side of his face. He's going to be okay. But they're like, we're here all day and we're covering this. And it's like, look, could you just let the Walmart get back to business? It's, besides, it's Omaha, Nebraska. It's probably not the only Walmart. Take it from a guy who lives in an area where there are 2 Walmarts. You don't want to be known as the dirty Walmart. That's really bad. It's never good to be the dirty. You don't want to be the dirty Walmart in town. That's really difficult. That's really difficult. Scousko says we best see the kill shot. No, Scouts Ghost, that's disgusting. By the way, Guitar Slinger says one less libtard, one less vote for Newsom and AOC. Wait, has someone done the research on people who slash children in the face with a knife? Is that a demographic that we get to study? It votes Democrat? Is that what we're going with? I don't even think they've given out her name. The woman then attacked the child. 31-year-old Noemi Guzman. Oh, well, you know what? She might not even be able to vote. We're not really sure. 2 years ago, Guzman was arrested after her father's home was set on fire and was also accused of breaking into a church rectory. Don't stop it. Just stop. In South Omaha, she was found not guilty by reason of insanity. Oh, that's good. She was assigned a treatment plan in 2025. Well, to quote George Carlin, yeah, didn't help. She was scheduled for an annual review on June 12th. June 12th, huh? Almost made it. Police say the officer involved in the shooting have been placed on paid critical incident leave and will be interviewed at a later date per department policy. I can't see that being off-duty thing lasting very long. I mean, she had a knife at a 3-year-old's face and they shot her. I don't think that's going to be ruled anything other than a good shot. All right, well, there you go. We know who it is. Guitar Slinger says, yes, figure it out. Oh, she's an illegal piece of shit. Never mind. Yeah, I don't even know if she's not voting even. But I guess if she could vote, then yeah, she'd probably be a Newsom AOC voter. Well, you got to pay back the people who let you come in. Chad Buzmak says, remember the $10 drop saying gets you 50% off your tab at Stoney's tonight for White Power Wednesday. That's not true. There is no White Power Wednesday at Stoney's. Stop promoting it. Scousko says police on duty were given high fives and $50 to Stoney's. Cops don't get $50 Stoney's gift cards for shooting Mexicans. This is not true. Main Vein with another $10. Tax season must have been good to Main Vein. Let's holler. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Thank you very much, Main Vein. He says, on my way to Stoney's for the weekly meeting. Looking forward to your reading from Mein Kampf. I wish you guys would stop doing this every time I read a passage from Mein Kampf. It's not okay. Thank you for the $10. Keep it up, boys and girls, and thank you very much for the support. Streamline. But hey, we need to see someone other than Main Vein or I'm going to be nervous. I mean, look, great results. God bless. Thank you very much. Let's keep getting after it, and we've got ourselves a good night tonight. Remember, I officially got word, yes, I can go late tonight. So if we get to 700 memberships or if we go over by $35, we go till 9 tonight. So thank you very, very much. Big news in the ticket world, in the concert world. This was awesome. I've actually been following this lawsuit quite a bit. Live Nation and Ticketmaster was found, you wouldn't say guilty because this wasn't a criminal thing, but Live Nation and Ticketmaster held an illegal monopoly in the ticketing market, according to a jury. So this was a lawsuit that I think started with Taylor Swift, and it got picked up by the Department of Justice. 34 different states sued Live Nation Entertainment and its subsidiary Ticketmaster, saying they've illegally held ticket monopolies. And I can see that being the case. I'm not a lawyer. I have won 2 more restraining order cases than someone who used to be a lawyer, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm just better than a shitty one. And, but it does seem like Ticketmaster does have a stranglehold. I mean, I know there's StubHub and there's SeatGeek and there's a bunch of other places, but when you need tickets for something, it's usually Ticketmaster. The jurors came to their decision after around 5 weeks of the antitrust trial. Wasn't it something like the thing they found that was the problem was that Ticketmaster, when the tickets first go on sale, that's the only place you can get them? That does seem a little fucked up. I think, don't they have they have an agreement with either the artists or the venues that they will only sell their tickets on Ticketmaster first? The jurors came to their decision after around 5 weeks of the antitrust trial, according to NBC News. Deliberations in the case began on Friday. The ruling is essentially a rebuke to the Department of Justice's settlement with Live Nation last month, reportedly ordered directly by President Trump. Okay, he's got buddies at Live Nation. I don't even want to look this up. I don't want to look it up. Who is in charge of Live Nation? Michael Rapino is, wait a minute, that sounds like a goy name. Is Michael Rapino Catholic Italian? Hey! There we go. Is Michael Rapino a Trump supporter? Thanked President Trump for taking action against ticket scalping. He specifically praised Trump and his executive order aimed at strengthening the Bots Act and increasing ticket price transparency, citing it as a measure to protect fans and artists. Okay. So Trump said, be nice to my Live Nation guys and settle this suit. Reportedly ordered directly by Trump, in which the company agreed to a series of structural changes to its business, including changes to ticketing deals and venues, capping certain fees and paying a $280 million fine. Damn. But it sounds like that's not going to save them from this lawsuit. I think Live Nation and Ticketmaster understood they were looking at maybe $1 billion with this lawsuit. And it sounds like Trump kind of ran interference and encouraged a deal. And this jury said, no deal. In a statement shared with Variety, a representative for Live Nation said the jury's verdict is not the last word on this matter, and that pending motions will determine whether the liability and damages ruling stand. So if Alex Jones says some fucked up shit about a school shooting, you can take him for every penny he's worth and $1 billion and nobody gets to say boo about it. But if a big a corporation like Live Nation, if they want to rip people off for hundreds of millions or billions of dollars in excess fees, they can appeal and appeal and appeal and appeal and appeal all day long. That sounds great. Injunctive relief will be determined by the court after the states make a remedy proposal. If Live Nation gets less of a slap on the wrist than Alex Jones got, that's horseshit. We remain confident that the ultimate outcome of the state's case will not be materially different than what is envisioned by the DOJ settlement. So they're thinking like the ruling in this case won't be any worse than the $280 million fine. By the way, Annoyed Wawa supervisor Chad Buzmog with a great question. When are you bringing the Stoney's gift card back? I should contact Cheetos because I killed that around the last anniversary show because I didn't want a bunch of people going to the anniversary show with pockets full of 50s and then Cheeto kind of gets, fucked on the money end of things. So maybe we'll bring that back here pretty soon. TDR shit show with $1 says kid grows up, paints his face, says I want to know how I got these scars. then proceeds to blow up the local Walmart. God. $10 from Oops, shoulda listened to the OG, says, have a good evening in Wilmington, Jovelin, Hovelina. Thank you very much. And that's another $10. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Thank you very much. I'm an idiot. I'm really stupid. Happy Wawa customer with another $10. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Thank you, Chad Boozmock. He says, great speech tonight. You have a distinctive voice, so I knew it was you under the hood. I don't know what you're talking about. I never did anything under the hood. We have a pus infection. We have a bacterial infection. If we have 2 more $10 drops in the next, looks like 2 or 3 minutes. Oz for mayor with $1 on PayPal says, hail victory, hail Führer. Remember to get your tickets to White Power Wednesday at Stoney's. Just $14.88 for one, only on Live Nation. They've pleased us by hiring. It ran out for that's as far as I can get. Oh, we've got our 4th $10 drop. Thank you very much, Main Vein. Give it to him again. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. This is so offensive. This has got to hurt our YouTube algorithm. It's got to. Thank you very much, Main Vein. That's 4. We're going to have to figure out our infection song. If we're infected, the orange is pus. So 5 $10 drops or a 5 gifted memberships. 5 gifted memberships. And that would be, then we'd have to do our first, because like we have the golden shower, you'd have to go with the infection deal. 09 Canyon says, Aaron genuinely made me laugh. He said he's stupid or an idiot. I liked it. I'm not making any addresses. I don't go to Stoney's and give speeches on Wednesdays. It doesn't happen. I'm telling you. Richard Head says, did you see him just do the salute? I did not do the salute at all. Taste Fairy Ialto says, you are so getting a YouTube suspension. Well, there's only one way to find out. Keep throwing in $10 drops on Rumble and we'll find out. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow, and keep those drops coming in. And we'll get ourselves a nice dub tonight. So I did name tonight's episode The Quartering Quits. I played a little trick on you. Now, he did quit. I just didn't say what. It is a classic clickbait title. Today on his show, The Quartering announced that he is quitting drinking. Now, I'm unironically applauding this decision. This is a good idea by Jeremy of The Quartering because he gets fucked up and he goes on streams and he just says retarded shit. Like he had this whole thing with Keno Casino, and all he had to do with the Keno Casino thing was not say a word. You know, that people say fucked up shit about me all the time. You got that Moody who he's like, I have theories about Aaron's life. And are they way off? They're way the fuck off. So what do? You don't talk about them. It's retarded. When you start defending yourself from shit you don't do, it makes it look like you're doing that thing. So Jeremy from The Quartering, the Keno Casino goes, his neighbor's a bull. His neighbor's fucking his wife. Ignore it. They're fucking around. They're dicking with you. In fact, they're trolls. They're trying to elicit a reaction. You know how you win, Jer? You don't give them the reaction. You're in your 40s. Go have a baby or something. So anyway, he starts responding to it, and he starts talking about how they're going after my wife, and I'm going to fucking take down their channel. And then somebody's channel did get taken down, and so people immediately accuse him. Oh, I didn't do that. How dare you accuse me of doing that? Well, because you said that you were going to do it. So, when you say you're going to do something, and then that thing happens, stands to reason people might blame you for it. So he then goes on stream, hammered out of his mind, playing video games, and starts talking about it incessantly, which is, again, guys like Keno Casino, those kind of shows, they've got a 24-hour attention span. You don't give it any oxygen. If it's ridiculous, it goes away. If you get defensive, you kind of look guilty. So here's the quartering announcing on his show that he's going to quit drinking. And, I'm not trying to do this to be a bitch or anything, but like the quartering looks like shit. Like he looks like, it's not just aging poorly. It's, back me up on this maybe. He looks like he's developing late stage onset Down syndrome. Like he's starting to look retarded in a mentally retarded, like he's starting to look mentally handicapped. And I don't know if that's drinking. I don't know if that's not going outside. I don't know if that's a vitamin D deficiency, whatever it is, but his eyes are looking sunken in and his face is sullen, and Melanie Mack ain't getting any younger either. Let's go ahead and listen to the quartering. He quit. He's done. He's not going to drink anymore. And I think that's going to solve like 40% of his problems. The other 60% are all just being born with an unfortunate personality. That's going to take a little more work. But the drinking thing is going to really tone shit down for him.
I also hard cut alcohol on my birthday too. So, that's...
By the way, impulsive shit like that never works. Like, oh, birthday, quitting alcohol, boom, cold turkey. Like if you drink a lot and then you go, I'm just not drinking anymore, you're either falling off the wagon or lying about falling off the wagon.
It's been 2 days, but
good job.
But I'm just doing a hard cut, complete cut.
Do people enjoy that like shrill shrieking? I've never listened to any Melanie Mack content, but I just like she thinks that if you say faggot in your car, it makes you edgy and you're dangerous. It's like, develop a personality, not a hair color. But like that, good job. Like it reminds me of those FM radio sidekicks on morning shows. Ugh.
No like time frame, no like only for a month, just a hard cut. Okay. And so we'll see how that goes. I think I'll start sleeping better. I also hard cut alcohol on my birthday. That's
it. Jeremy from the quartering hard cut out alcohol, and he hasn't drank for 2 days. I'd wait to announce that, by the way. I would wait to announce, because like 2 days is, congratulations and everything, but 2 days is just enough for people to make fun of you. I can't remember the last time I had a drink. I ain't counting. It's just, you got a hold of it. If you got a hold on drinking and drinking doesn't have a hold on you, you don't really count how long it's been since you've had a drink. $2 from Joey Caravello says, when's the next fan or members Stoney's social event? I think August, unless some of our negotiations take off before then we'll have I've got an event ready to go if we need it, but I don't think we're going to need it before the anniversary show. $1 from Osama bin Rippinoff says, Live Nation hired a Guinea diet sand end to rip the goy off. Good. We got a couple of 10s coming in here. Hold on. Oh. Main Vein with a $10 says, be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Says, don't be ashamed of being white. Embrace the power of the white supremacy. Never shy away from who you are. God. Main Vein with $10 says, fuck YouTube. Read my rant. I did. $10 from T-Baby says, great speech tonight. I didn't make a speech tonight. Did you enjoy the potatoes and ham? Remember, don't forget. See, Dan Vicious with $1 says, get Hannah Claire's dad for White Power Wednesday. I don't know what I'm not hip to the lore on that one, unfortunately. Thank you guys very much for those drop-ins, and I can't keep oh shit, did I fuck up the Oh, no, we're good. All right. We're in double digits. Thank you guys very much. 2 more $10 drops, and we've got ourselves that pus-filled infection that we've been looking for. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. You guys are doing this $10 at a time. That ain't going to take much longer. And remember, if we go over by $35 or we hit those 59 memberships to get to 700, we go until 9 tonight. Thank you very much. 704 Cup says Jeremy should quit flagging people. Aaron, you should go after Melanie Mack. You could get her. You mean like make fun of her, right? Because I'm good. I'm good on the female end of things. Thank you very much. I'm with a woman that I love very much, and it's not Melanie Mack. So 2 positives. Hey. I don't know though. I feel like the I quit drinking is like a cynical attempt to get people off his back. It's not going to work. The only thing that's going to work is you just have to shut the fuck up about all the stupid shit you're doing. Red Fox Mad with $4.99. Thank you, buddy. He says, who remembers when I brought COVID into the Steel Toe Comedy Show and made the show a super spreader event? Was that you? It was worth it. I got laid by Crunchy. I don't know. I don't think that's true. Crunchy would have to confirm that. Hulkamasha Baby with $1 says, yeah, you don't make the speeches in person. You record the video so you can do the show. We know the game you're playing. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not making any speeches at Stoney's ever. Chad Buzamok says, SP says you can stay till 9. She don't want to see you. Hey, that's not it. That hurts my feelings. Take it back. She loves me. I just have until 9 tonight. She said I can stay out late. Wood U says, I thought your banner for the show meant Jeremy quit podcasting. I'll be honest, that's kind of how I meant it. I kind of wanted people to think that Jeremy, I played a little trick on you. Fuck, I'm being gay tonight. Main Vein says, how much to square up for the week? Oh my God, when he asks that question. What's 35? 130. 130 squares this program up for the week. But now, wait a minute. What's Oz going to do? We usually need a hill for Oz to climb, don't we? But yes, 130 to square up for the week. We're pretty much perfect at this point. No, Richard Head, there are not 350 Sieg Heil Heinekens tonight at Stoney's during the meeting because there's no meeting. And by the way, wouldn't you call them Sieg Heinekens? How do we do the marketing on that? God, quit making me do the Sieg Heil Heinekens or Sieg Heinekens? I like Sieg Heinekens better. I don't think Heineken likes either one. I don't think they want to be connected to the whole thing. Randall Flagg says Jeremy has a huge Rumble contract. Yeah, and I saw some people online going after that. They're like, hey, Rumble, do you approve of this kind of behavior? Gay piece of shit. I don't like that. I don't like the whole, we're going after this guy. We're going to get him, blah, blah, blah. I think that sucks. I think that's really shitty behavior. All right, keep hitting like, keep hitting follow, keep hitting subscribe. And we're in the double digits away from making it. By the way, this would be a perfect week of evening shows. Thank you, guys. Dave Chappelle is back in the news. He gave an NPR interview. And you know how we talked earlier about people who are kind of backing off their 2024 stances because things aren't going well for Trump? Well, Dave Chappelle was never a Trump guy. But he liked to make a lot of jokes about trans people and the trans movement and all of that stuff. And then they would lose their fucking mind about any little joke that he would tell. And, in the first couple specials, the jokes were really good. And I might be going out on a limb here, and a lot of people might disagree with me. But I think in the last, five years or so, Chappelle's specials, and it's almost in direct chronological order, they go from amazing to, the last one was not good. The last one felt preachy. The last one, I was like, I'm not laughing a lot. There were a couple laugh out loud moments in it, but a lot of it was all right, the Saudi Arabia thing. Yep. I'm a guy who will listen to you shit on Israel for a while, but in this special, I was like, yeah, I didn't come here for this. So I feel like Chappelle's specials since he came back, when the first couple were incredible. I thought they were really, really good. But then he started sucking his own dick about the trans stuff. So the cycle went like this. He'd make trans jokes. Trans people would freak the fuck out. And then he'd make another special where he'd needle and troll the trans people. It would still be funny. And then after that, it was he's defending himself about going to Saudi Arabia. He's going after
presidency. The presidency.
I'm sorry. I started that. I bumped the space bar there. But And if you've watched all of his specials, tell me if you agree or disagree. I just kind of felt like not that he was going through the motions, but you know what the perfect way to put it is? I felt like he ran out of things to say to us. You know, because the really good comedians bring you a special because they've got something they want to say. Like Louis C.K. is getting a special on Netflix again. I'm very excited because I haven't heard Louis on stage in years, and I'm excited to hear what he has to say. It's been like a decade since he's done a special. So I'm excited to see it. But when Dave Chappelle comes around every year or every 2 years, you got to think, in the last 2 years, it's been a lot of the same issues. We've already heard what he has to say about it. So maybe just hang out. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to film a special until you've got something to tell us, because he is good at it. Main Vein with $10. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, buddy. Main Vein says, embrace the power of your race, Aaron. Don't be ashamed. The white race made everything good in this world. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Why are we doing this to me? Thank you very much. That now makes that number 115. No, I'm doing math wrong. Fuck, I'm an idiot. No, 115. I did the math wrong earlier. 115 to be square for the week. Keep it going. Boys and girls, you are doing great. Let's see what you thought about the Chappelle thing. Bapa Shab says he's just a gay F-word comedian, and like all F-word comedians, they do edgy shit and then shut the door behind themselves. Did he shut the door? Or did he, like I said, I feel like he just ran out of interesting shit to say. I saw Rob put the theme song to the You Know What family sketch in the chat, and that I sang, like while I'm reading the chat, I'm singing the song in my head. You motherfucker. Hobo Chili Recipe says, I wish Dave Chappelle had just stayed in Africa or South Africa. Boy, I was being racist. I made it Africa. Like go back to, he was saying South Africa, a specific place. Oh, boy. Keep going, guys. You're doing great. Thank you very, very much for your support this evening. So this is Dave Chappelle talking to NPR. They interviewed him, and kind of fuck NPR on this, too, because NPR did a thing where they were trying to put Dave Chappelle into a corner, and they were trying to make him pick, are you with us or are you with them, Dave? Because you make all these trans jokes, and people are going to think you're a Trump supporter. Instead of being like, no, I don't have to suck either of your dicks. I can think the trans shit is weird because it is. Why can't trans be the way it's always been? You go to your bars, you do your fucking weird shit, and you, like, they used to, and this was gays too, they used to not want us involved in their shit. It was like punk rock. It was like, we don't want normies knowing what we do or anything else. And guess what? We didn't want to know what you did. But I don't know if they ran out of fresh meat, so they needed to go to schools. I don't know what the issue was there, but they started to, you know, like feral hogs started to make their way into the neighborhood. I can see that radio contract now. New hire compares gays to feral hogs. I forget how much, like, sometimes I think if you don't say the N-word or the F-word, like you're being good. And then I forget, like, I've been out of regular media so long. I'm like, boy, the shit you can get in trouble for. I feel like saying gays, like the LGBTQ community, are like feral hogs is definitely a soundbite they clip out. I might, hell, who knows? I might get a phone call on that one. Aaron, we got to push this thing back a few more months. You can't compare gay people to feral hogs. Really? Ooh, this thing might be a difficult deal to make then. I don't know. But it's just like, we had this agreement, and it feels like it was before the internet or in the early days of the internet. We had this agreement where we did our shit, you did your shit. We all liked being able to, you know, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they always go, hey, and that was the way the world worked, and it was, we had a good system going. We had a good thing with Fring. So Dave Chappelle gets interviewed by NPR, and they try to do this our side or your side shit. Dave, put on some sleeves for your interviews.
Well, the presidency is the presidency. Like you know.
It's fucking deep, dude. I've never heard a comedian put it that way before.
You know, if you vote for the person or not, that's your president. This is an authority figure. This is the top law enforcement agency, the top, He's the executor of all of them.
Top law enforcement agency would be the Department of Justice, and that's the Attorney General, but you're a comedian. You got this.
America's affairs. And I just have to move my crowd. You can opt out of my crowd. But you shouldn't have to leave America because the president's making the block too hot for you. So and I did resent that the Republican Party ran on transgender jokes. I felt like they were doing a weaponized version of what I was doing. I didn't.
I got to disagree with them on that. The Republican Party was taking a hard line on that trans stuff long before Dave Chappelle started the jokes. I think Dave's being disingenuous there. I feel like Dave started doing the jokes once the Republican Party in this country, if you want to call it that, started coming out against the transgender stuff. I think Dave's got the chicken and the egg wrong there. I think the Republicans, and by the way, it's not a Republican thing. The vast majority of this country is against transitioning kids. The vast majority of this country is against trans women playing in women's sports. I mean, these are like 75 to 90%, 75, 25, 90, 10 issues. These are not the half and half people would have you believe. And it's not Republican and Democrat. It's like normal people and people who are a little fucked up and playing a little too fast and loose with the rules of society. I don't think that Dave Chappelle was like, oh, I'm going to kick down the door and be the first one to do trans jokes. Ricky Gervais was doing trans jokes. Louis C.K. was doing trans jokes. Like, he wasn't this, I feel like Dave Chappelle is starting to huff his own farts a little bit here. And I don't like it because I like Dave Chappelle. I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle. But to say that the Republicans did a weaponized version of my jokes. No, you took advantage of a hot social topic because political people had made it a hot social topic and you made jokes about it. Like, you entered their arena. They didn't come to where you were and take your jokes. And no, not at all.
It's not what
I mean, Joe Rogan's been on the trans thing since before trans was a thing because there was that Fallon Fox in MMA, so it was close to his purview.
I was doing that. I'll give you an example. Yeah. This was before I learned the phrase, I respectfully decline. And I was on Capitol Hill, and everybody ran up to take pictures with me from every congressional office. And I just take pictures with whoever asked. I didn't ask how they voted, what their voting record is.
Perfect. That's what you should do. They're fans of yours. You're a comedian. Take pictures with your fans. Who cares what their background is?
And everyone at first was like CBC people. And then here comes Lauren Boebert. And she said, can I get a picture? And I'd already taken.
No offense. She probably just wanted to fuck. You ever seen her around Kid Rock? She's kind of a groupie. You ever seen her grab cock in a theater? She's a goer.
40 pictures. I didn't want to say no for everybody. But I didn't know the phrase, I respectfully decline. So I just took the picture. And then she posted a picture before I could even get from there to the show and says something to the effect of just two people that knew that it's just two genders. She instantly weaponized it or politicized it. So I got to the arena and I lit her ass up for doing that.
Okay, well then fair. Then why is this still a thing? She did her thing, you did your thing. Everybody's got to have the last word. Nobody can just... I think there's a power in being able to say your piece and then fuck off. Like, the person who always wants to say... That's why, on social media or anything, if I argue with someone, I always say, I'm going to give you the last word. Because, I feel good about what I got. I got my shit out there. I don't need to convince you. I don't need to win an argument with you on the internet. That's a lonely place to be. But, Lauren Boebert took a picture, and then I... went on stage and I lit her ass up. Well, then that should have been the end of it. Yeah, but then she kept saying shit. Well, then she's the one who's insecure about where the argument is. You felt like you said your piece. You're good. Besides, once you both put your points out there on social media, there's no reply that's going to switch anybody's mind. People usually read with their mind made up and they just want to read things that confirm that for them.
And she should never do that, person like me.
Now she knows what's up.
Yeah, you do whatever the fuck you're doing. Excuse my language. You do whatever it is you do, but don't get me out of the splash zone. And the only thing that...
But that annoys me. You want to get buku bucks for Netflix specials. You want to get all this money to tell your jokes and be unfiltered and be Dave Chappelle. But then when it's perceived in the arena and people get to analyze it and do with it what they want, now you're like, leave me out of it. It doesn't work that way. Look, I still like Dave Chappelle. I'm still a fan, but this attitude sucks. This attitude's really shitty, and it's kind of part and parcel of what the problem with the way we discuss things is, in that, all right, I just wanted to tell the world what I thought about transgender jokes. And then everybody started having an opinion about my transgender jokes. Leave me out of it. Well, don't tell the fucking joke then. If you don't want people to discuss what they think you might believe on transgender issues, then maybe the transgender jokes aren't the way to go. There's a difference between being brave enough to say something about something and then being strong enough to live in that issue. Whereas I think someone who tells their joke and then people go, you said this, you said that, and you go, I made my joke. You're like, once that thing's out there, it's everybody's. And now they get to do with it what they want.
Got me out of that space.
I'm not going to play this because then I'm going to have to be editing all night because YouTube will take it down or whatever. But yeah, Dave, between his last special, that interview, like, I'm not saying Dave's turning into a bitch. Like, that would be an extreme statement. But Dave is, for lack of a better word, I don't know, maybe money's making him soft, or he's feeling entitled and he's surrounded by yes men. It happens to the best of people. Ablo Pacheco with $10. Thank you very much, Ablo. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. He says, for the Stonies White Power Wednesday Fund, by the way, the preface to Mein Kampf is prophetic. I never made a preface to Mein Kampf. That's just not true. Main Vein with $1 says, what a fucking sellout. I loved his stance on this originally. He didn't say that he took anything back. He's just like, he's basically saying, I hate that I'm being perceived for something I said. Well, then there's a very simple antidote to that. Don't say anything. Like, if it's going to shake you up, that people are going to hear your jokes and have something to say about it, then maybe saying something isn't for you. And I can't imagine that a guy who's been around since the early 90s is all of a sudden getting shooken up about some politicians taking his jokes and thinking that he's on their side. And I'm sorry, Dave, but the way your jokes sound, you do sound like you're on the conservative end of the trans debate. That's fine. But you gotta make nice with the NPR types. Dan Vicious with $1 says, make that a clip for Rumble. Make what a clip for Rumble? What's the clip for Rumble? I would love to. I mean, Boozmock's big on making clips now. He can even put me in a fancy outfit. Chad Boozmock says, can't we all get along? Call Aaron Fat Homo and meet up at Stoney's for white. I have no problem with the first thing you said. The second thing you said just is not true. All right, you guys are inside of $75 away from tonight. You're about $100 away from being perfect for the week and us going until 9. And I got to be real with you. We got a lot of material left tonight. These first few stories have taken us a long way into the show. So if you want to go till 9, I got the juice. Plus, I took a nap before the show. That's right. I slept until about 5:15, so I'm juiced. I'm amped. I'm ready to go. Oh, and you guys are well over 300 tonight. Holy rat shit. 313 of you checking out the toe tonight. Keep hitting like, keep hitting subscribe, keep hitting follow, especially you, YouTube. You know who I'm looking at. Wow. In the words of a famous poet laureate, we are doing it. I've never done a read for these people. I'm going to do one for these guys. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep the fire burning here. But AccessMed, powered by Trinova Health, is a revolutionary telehealth service that offers fast, free online evaluations and free home delivery of customized compounded medications, offering custom weight loss support, ivermectin therapy, hair restoration, cosmetic rejuvenation, custom ED treatments, and more. You can complete your visit in less than 10 minutes. I bet you they'll even give you a doctor's note to get out of court. And there's no subscriptions or recurring fees ever. That is AccessMed. AccessMed, powered by Trinova Health. Links below. Take a look. Visit trinovahealth.com to get started with your free visit today. Welcome back. Nice to see you. This Mad Move says this chat is what schizophrenia must feel like. It is hard, like on Wednesday evenings when we like to spend more time in the chat, like trying to figure out like who's just talking about some bullshit, and then the other 75% of the chat that's like talking about what we're talking about. It's a pretty apt description. Reformed Rapscallion says my wife demands more girth than you can offer. I wasn't offering your wife girth. Nobody here was offering your wife any girth. I don't know why you thought anyone. Guys, was somebody offering Reformed Rapscallion's wife girth? I'm gonna make a ruling right now. All right? No offering Reformed Rapscallion's wife any girth. Understood? Yes, Nomo says Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. Blukey says, Toe, you can have my wife. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm okay. There have been times where I have answered that question wrong, and I am never going to answer it wrong. I got it that time. Main Vein with $10 says, why are you ashamed of being white? I'm not Why are you trying to put me in a corner? Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Thank you very much. Now we're an even hundo away from a perfect week, and we're almost done with this evening's goal. Thank you. Keep hitting like, keep hitting subscribe, keep hitting follow. And no, I'm not ashamed of being white, but if I say shit like, I'm so proud of being white, somebody's going to clip that out. If I say, like, being white is the best thing you can be, it's like that's going to be edited, and then somebody's going to get taken out of context. And I don't anticipate that happening tonight. Blukey says, well, guess she's getting a black eye tonight, or a black guy. All right, I don't need to know. All right, Blukey is officially the quartering. We figured it out. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. We'll keep going. Guys, I know you missed them. Guys, I know you missed them. They haven't been on the Steel Toe show in a while. We haven't brought them around in a minute or two. You know who I'm talking about? I'll wait for the chat to catch up. Who haven't we brought? And we exclusively bring them to the evening show. We never bring them to the morning show. This is full on. This is evening show fare. And you're going to love it. You haven't seen them for a long time. People are writing, oh no, fuck off. Nomo says, DeView. Fuck right the hell off, another person says. Yes, that's right. The View is back on the toe. The girls are back in town. Von Kaiser says Ed and Michelle. No, Ed and Michelle are coming as soon as we hit the goal tonight. When we hit the goal, I said I would do Ed and Michelle. We have a View clip. And I don't know what it is with everybody doing blasphemy lately. I don't know if like the devil's alive and he's possessing people. There's demonic possession going on all over the place. But everybody's blaspheming. Trump is Jesus. The people are getting into it with the Pope. And now Joy Behar, who isn't Jewish, which has always thrown me for a loop, but she said some really Jewish stuff about Jesus. Not quite so Jewish that he's like in hell burning and shit, but pretty like, if you believe that Jesus Christ died for our sins, I mean, what she's about to say is pretty fucked up. And the worst part is, I don't even think she meant it to be fucked up. I think these bitches are all just old now. And they just words fart out of their mouth and they don't give a shit. They're getting paid the same no matter what. Like, I bet you if we looked up Joy Behar's salary today, we'd be offended. And I'm sure she just cashes that check and goes, just queefs out of her mouth, and who gives a shit?
Jesus himself did not run around saying, I'm the Messiah.
That's literally what he did. He literally ran around going, I'm the Messiah. This is the word of God. I am your God. You call me master. You call me teacher. You are right to call me those things. He said, my kingdom is not of this world. I mean, I have never heard someone in the first 3 seconds of a clip get the fundamental concept of Jesus Christ so wrong. Jesus didn't run around saying, I'm the Messiah. That's literally like that was his headline billing. Son of God, King of the Jews, Messiah. The fulfillment of the scriptures. He fucking held up his body and blood and said, this is mine and it will be shed for you. It's the blood of the new and everlasting covenant. He did not, it's not like people went, oh, Master, you're the Messiah. And he go, come on with that Messiah stuff. Stop it. You're embarrassing me. That's not, apparently Joy Behar thinks Jesus was some disingenuous Hollywood agent. I'm not the best in the business. I'm just happy to be here. H2BH.
Jesus himself did not run around saying, I'm the Messiah. I'm the Messiah.
Jesus kind of did say he was
you're supposed to have a little bit of
that's exactly what Jesus said. I am.
Thank you. At least one of them went, no, that's exactly what Jesus said. I am the light of the world. I'm paraphrasing now. He who believes in me will not walk in darkness, but have eternal light. I mean, he wasn't shy about it.
You know what? No, he did not. Here's the thing.
No, he wasn't. Jesus, where did this is like a secular retelling of the Jesus story where they're like, he was such a humble, modest guy. No, he wasn't. He was very clear what you had to do, what he was going to do for you, and what he asked of you in return to have eternal life. He said, you have to accept me as your savior, as your God. What book has Joy Behar been reading? You know what she did? She went and saw an off-Broadway review of Jesus Christ Superstar, and she's like, I think I got it.
Here's the thing. The Pope's got it. He's got God behind.
She just said, I knew Jesus.
Jesus was not narcissistic like this guy.
And by the way,
so wait, Jesus telling you who he is now narcissistic? Joy Behar's lost her. The cheese is officially off this broad's cracker.
The Messiah, it's not narcissism to say it.
Yes, it is.
When you are the Messiah.
I'm going to move this along.
I mean, it's like if Michael Jordan went, I'm a 6-time NBA champion. Oh, God, Mike, you're such a narcissist. No, I'm just saying I'm literally a 6-time NBA champion. That's not narcissism. That's just what it is. It's not if you're the Messiah, it's not narcissism to say you're the Messiah.
Because this is like, it's too much for me. The Pope has God with him.
Yes.
Is Whoopi a Catholic? Whoopi ain't a Catholic. What does she mean the Pope's got God with him? Is Whoopi... I mean, I know she changed her name to a Jewish name, but I don't think she's Jewish. Whoopi Goldberg was raised Catholic and attended parochial school, but she has described her family background as a mix of faiths, including Baptist, Jewish, and Catholic. Boy, she really wanted to make it in show business. While she attended St. Columbia's Catholic School in New York, she has mentioned she did not continue with Catholic schooling after the 8th grade. So she's like a lot of Catholics, just kind of fell out with it after a while. I see. That's fucked up, though. Of like, to go like, Jesus didn't walk around going, I'm the Messiah, I'm the Messiah. No, no, it did. Said that. MSO says, what do you expect? She's only read and worships the Talmud. I don't think Joy's Jewish. I know that shocks a lot of people. But she's either atheist or like Protestant. Is Joy Behar religious? Oh, raised Roman Catholic. This bitch was raised Roman Catholic? What? You were raised Roman Catholic, and you're like, Jesus didn't walk around saying he was the Messiah. She says she's culturally Catholic and does not actively practice the faith. It's not like Judaism, dummy. There isn't a Catholic culture. It's religion. Papa Shab says, Sister Act? Come on. Oh, you know what? I should have. Yeah. Is Whoopi Goldberg Catholic? She made fucking Sister Act. Thank you. She's probably had more abortions than Aaron's hair follicles. That's hurtful. That's really hurtful. $5 from Main Vein. Thank you very much. We're only $60 away from a win and 95 away from from getting our week back to perfect. Main Vein says, being white is the best thing you can be, Aaron. You are pissing away you birthright. Stop worrying about what the lower races think. What are your thoughts and knowledge on the sons of Noah? Why are you doing this to me? Sons of Noah. According to the Bible, Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Jeff. Where's Shem? Along with their wives. Or is there a group called the Sons of Noah? I don't think you're asking me what's up with the actual. Noah's 3 sons, together with their wives, were the progenitors of all post-flood humanity. They are historically associated with different geographic regions and people groups, generally thought to represent the Middle East, Africa, and Canaan, and Europe and Asia Minor. You're asking me my opinion on Noah's sons? I don't seem like nice enough fellas. They seem like nice enough fellas. How's that? All right, guys, $60 away from a W and plenty of time to do it. But hey, remember, this is what tripped us up this morning. Remember, we got to 60 with like an hour and a half left. And then I'm like, oh, we got this. And we hung a big, ugly $35 L up on the board. We're not doing that tonight. Get those 5s and 10s in there. We got this, baby. Gray Duckling says Jesus was humble, but he didn't lie about who he was. Exactly. And also, Gray Duckling, send me your email. Your beanie is here. I'm dying to send it to you. MSO says now through Monday at Stoney's, mention Adolf and get a free drink. That's not true. It is not accurate. All right, guys, I got an update for you. I know a lot of you were really worried. I know a lot of you this morning when we talked about it went, oh, no, I'm so worried. Where can I send my letters? Where can I send my concern for Clavicular? Because we told you that, like, after the show last night, Clavicular OD'd in a club. Clavicular was in a club on a Tuesday night, and he had taken a shitload of the date rape drug. I am not making this up. He did too much GHB. He roofied himself to near death. And I don't even think he fucked himself. He did a bunch of GHB. He was just rolling in the booth he was sitting in. And Androgenic, the guy who staples his hair to his hat, he had to call for security and their boys to carry Clavicular out of the club like a baby. Like there were like 4 guys holding him by his legs and his back and carrying him out into a car. He went to a hospital and he had overdosed. Now, they said they were going to keep him for 3 days, but he was out today. And wouldn't you know it, he's still going to make his scheduled appearance at a Miami club this weekend. Wow. Now, while doctors, family, and his team members have urged him to take it easy after last night's incident, we're told he's determined to show up at Miami Beach's first streaming nightclub, the Baccarat Club, on Wednesday night. Oh, great. You know what? That's a good thing, though. Let's have one club for streaming so we can corral all these retards into one place, and they're not just freewheeling all over. I actually like this. I'm cool with it. We're told Clav's family is very concerned, noting that he's just 20 and fame has come at him fast. As one source put it, he's a sweet kid at heart, and those close to him want him to focus on his health, not a club appearance the night after an overdose. What's the worst that could happen? Come on, he ain't got that many brain cells left to destroy. Also, like 20 years old and internet fame and money. Dude, I'm sorry, he's fucked. Like, unless he completely changes his lifestyle, which is not going to happen because so many people are going to encourage him, and that encouragement at 20, the dopamine rush of people online like worshiping you and telling you how awesome you are and you should party with, and like a 20-year-old going out to clubs. Dude, when we were 21, 22 and legal and could go out to clubs, we would go out and just do way too much. Now imagine a 20-year-old with a lot of money. And remember, we in our early 20s, we were broke. I was a server at a restaurant in college, and then when I was late 19, early 20, I got my first radio gig. So I was the only one who had like any form of disposable income amongst my friends. They were all living on student loans and shit. So like me buying around at the bar, that was like some Ric Flair shit at 21, 22. But at 20, forget it, man. He's toast. He keeps going to these clubs. You're not old enough and wise enough to like dial it back. So he does either have to take a break, or if he keeps doing meth, that's such a weird thing to say. If he keeps doing meth and peptides and GHB and shit, yeah, one night he's going to take the wrong cocktail of shit and his heart's going to stop. But it's not like you can stop him. Oh, by the way, this launch party is tonight. So Clav's getting out. He's going to show up at this club tonight, the day after ODing. Now, look, this kid might end up dead. But I got to say, this is a fucking balls move to show up at a club appearance the night after you OD. New venture, Clavicular launch party, Baccarat Club, Miami. I thought we would go to the Babylon Club. Get on the list at clavslist.com. Fuck, that's going to be
very quiet.
No.
Hunting Negroes.
No, I wasn't supposed to play. If you missed it, this is Clav ODing yesterday.
Yeah, let me go sit somewhere. Holy my God, bro.
Yeah, he was on GHB, and his buddies were. And then this guy, Androgenic, he starts offering him Adderall. Like, because again, these are 20-year-old guys, and in his head, he's just like, give him something to, bring him back to life, get him up. Maybe Clav keeps meth on him like Popeye keeps spinach, and he just like he takes a hit of meth and he's like, I'm just spitballing here. Maybe it'll work. I get me some baddies when I takes my addies. I'm Clav the looks maxing man.
What? Oh, dude, I'm gone.
I don't know what this guy is, but ugly all day.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, what's this shit? Holy
Well, that's everybody's answer for everything. Like, his body chemistry is all fucked and he's ODing on drugs, and like, water will fix it, right? We'll just dump enough water on it.
Holy.
It's an OD, not a forest fire, shithead.
Me, dude.
Look at this douche. Oh my God, I missed this the last time I watched it. This guy is literally like mugging for the camera. Oh, I want a light fixture to fall on his face so bad. Like the gunman in the Babylon Club in Scarface. I just want a big light setup to just land on this fucking piece of shit. I like these two. This guy's an ass. Look at him. Look at this guy. Oh! Gay! Yuck.
What is the major problem, do you think?
Too much hormones.
Who is this fuck? We need to know. We need to find out his name, rank, and serial number. Button your shirt, you baby-chested dickbag. You're wearing mascara. I hate you. Nice vape, bro. You're vape mogging. Dude, he's so gay. He just always is, like, cognizant of the camera at all times. Boy, I don't even care about Clav's OD now. I need all my energy to hate this guy. I think Andrew Genick should get a second lightning bolt necklace and put them right next to each other. He'd look great. He ain't doing so hot.
When did you last take blues? You want an Addy?
You want an Addy? I love that. You want an Addy? That's a friend right there.
You want an Addy? You want an Addy? Do you want an Addy?
He's good.
This guy won't stop mugging for the camera. Meanwhile, at least this guy's trying to help his boy. You want an Addy? See, this is the problem. You have like 3 20-year-olds. One of them's ODing, and now they're left to their own devices. That's some scary shit. Red Fox. So anyway, Clav is okay, and he's literally going to be at a club tonight. A night after almost dying. Respect, kid. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, Aaron, how much money to get you to trade in the Chevy Tahoe for a Dodge minivan? Do you think you could trade it straight up? 2019 Tahoe trade-in value. I'm going to spitball on the miles there. It's still relatively low. Let's see. 15.5 to 20,000? Shit. All right. How much is let's say a 2019, so let's go same year, Dodge minivan worth? Between 8,300 and 16,000. My vehicle is paid off. I could straight up just trade it in, get a Dodge Grand Caravan, and probably put a few grand in my pocket. Bro, I kind of want to do this. 2019 Town and Country. Oh, it's a Pacifica. They don't have a Town and Country anymore. I'm heartbroken. 13 to 23,000 depending on trim, mileage, and condition. Oh, man. If I get 20,000 for the Tahoe and a minivan of the same year for 15 and put 5K in my pocket, let's go. Let's go. And then let's go on vacation. Uzmak says, sell the Tahoe and pay off the Gold for years and let's just have fun. Hey, don't you fucking tell me smart things to do. How dare you? Dan Vicious with $1 says, Sister Act 2 for White Power movie night. There is no White Power movie night. We're not doing a White Power movie night. $60 away from tonight. Let's go. Let's do it. Brian says, that club looks empty as fuck. Well, it's Tuesday, so I hope so. Taste Fairy says, wrestlers used to take GHB to sleep, and it apparently triggers HGH in the body. Oh, I was not aware of that. Reformed Rapscallion says, I once gave a dude commissary money for him reporting to prison for all of the blow. I felt like Tony Montana for a second. Wait, you mean like he reported the cocaine that was in the prison to you guys, so you guys gave him a shitload of commissary money? That's actually kind of dope. I like that. Reformed Rapscallion says, GHB pairs nicely with X. Fuck is going on here? What the hell is going on? Silverwolf with $1 says, do it. Join me in the minivan life. We can convoy together, play N64 in the back of mine, and raid Quick Trip roller grills. And a $5,000 or $6,000 bonus? Oh, now you guys are making this really difficult to say no to. Maybe it's time to say goodbye to the Tahoe. Get back into the minivan life. Kids loved it. Kids liked the minivan way more than they liked the Tahoe. That's for sure. But oh God, now people are saying that we need to do a WPW movie night. There is no White Power Wednesday to begin with, let alone a movie night for said day. All right, everybody throw in a membership and let's call this $60 a win. Before that would that be 0 evening shows with a rally segment? Holy shit, let's do it. Let's go. And $95 away from a perfect week and overtime. Thank you so much. Yeah, Dante caught it before I did on YouTube. He goes, look at the mook next to him. God, that guy sucks. I hate that kid so much. I shouldn't, but I do. Have you guys seen the latest on Eric Swalwell? Dude, he is so fucked. Eric Swalwell, like, legit might be going to prison. I mean, look, don't hold your breath. But there is a woman accusing Eric Swalwell of raping her. And now they're looking into Eric Swalwell campaign receipts. And his campaign receipts are matching up with the story that this woman gave police. So what started as Eric Swalwell being a scummy, crooked, whoremongering piece of shit and having to resign from first the California governor's race and now Congress, it's now turning into, is Eric Swalwell a rapist? A new report shows that campaign receipts match details provided by Eric Swalwell's accusers, according to the LA County Sheriff's Office, who have opened an investigation. Now, LA County Sheriff's Department says the alleged rape of Lana Drews by Eric Swalwell took place in July 2018 in the 900 block of Hammond Street. This comes back to the Montrose Hotel. Campaign finance expert R.P. Ayers has flagged a travel expense from Swalwell's campaign at the time, with FEC records showing Swalwell for Congress spent $361 in travel expenses at the Montrose Hotel on July 18th, 2018. So, the same time period that this Lana Drews says that Eric Swalwell raped her, he was there. I mean, obviously that's not enough. And like, you know, people's political bias are going to be like, well, that's all I need to see. I believe it's true. And Eric Swalwell is a scummy guy and he's a really rat fuck piece of shit. But like I said, they've at least got enough for an investigation here. And this got to this point quickly because over the weekend we saw Swalwell with a hooker. There was some Martin Shkreli video that came out from years ago where Swalwell, who was a married man at the time, was in a bed with a couple of other dudes and a hooker. And now we're getting this woman saying, yeah, he raped me. Look, one thing we got to start doing as a society, R-word victims, because we're on fucking YouTube. People wonder why Rumble's my favorite platform and why it's our primary platform, because I can speak. And if you're going to talk about the news, you got to use big boy words, all right? We can't use fluffy YouTube language. So the thing we got to do is we got to get women reporting this stuff right away, the day of or the day after. Like, you got to be doing it so they can get evidence and everything else, because women kind of create this self-fulfilling loop. They're like, women who report SA never get believed. And it's like, well, the only reason the people who don't get believed are the ones who report it 8 years later, and we have no evidence. We just have your word against his, and I'm sorry, we cannot be sending people to prison based on your word against his. You can only send me to jail on something like that. So you have this congressman, and he does this thing to you. Report it. Go to the police right away. Women have this idea. They're like, well, if I go to the police right away, they're not going to believe me, blah, blah. No. It's when you wait 8 or 9 years is when people don't believe you. And the only reason they're not going to believe you 8 or 9 years later is because, I know it's traumatic and it's awful, but it does look bad. It doesn't look good, and it doesn't help the police in an investigation when you don't give them anything to go on. So this woman named Lana Drews accused Eric Swalwell. So we have to normalize reporting right away, because when women report 9 years later, then people don't believe them. Then they go with that, well, why report it? The lesson they learn from that is they go, well, we shouldn't report it because nobody will believe us. No, you shouldn't report it years after the fact because people might not believe you. As unfair as that is, that's just being an adult. That's just that we can't change the way shit's perceived. Yes, maybe it should be a better world, and when they come forward 7 years later or 7 minutes later, we should believe them all the same, but that's not the way the world works. We have to adjust to that. You go the day of, you go the day after, you're very upset, you're traumatized by the whole thing. People are going to believe you. You have to be a monster not to. On Tuesday, a woman named Lana Drews accused Eric Swalwell of drugging, choking, and raping her in 2018 at a California hotel. This is her statement.
I am attorney Lisa Bloom. With me is my law partner Eric Fudali and my client
Lisa Bloom. She's She's like the new Gloria Allred now. I don't know if Allred's retired, but she's like the new, we got a crying woman. I'm the lawyer behind it. She is to women suing powerful men what Benjamin Crump is to black guys who get shot by cops.
Lana Drews. Lana will be reading a statement. Eric Fudali and I will also have statements. Lana will not be answering questions. Eric Fudali and I will be answering questions after the statements. Thank you all for coming. Lana?
Hello, everyone.
Get closer.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lana Drews. In 2018, while I was living and working as a model in Beverly Hills, and I also owned a fashion software company, I had contact with Eric Swalwell on 3 separate occasions after meeting him socially. He offered me connections to further my software company.
Sounds like a scummy congressman move. Okay.
And I also had an interest in local politics. He invited me to 2 public events. I knew he was married at the time and that his wife was pregnant.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Friend.
That's another thing women have to start kind of like being, again, it's unfair that you have to do this, but we all have to be cognizant of our surroundings. Men don't want to be your friend. You've got to get that out of your head. No man wants to be your friend. He will be your friend for a while to try and fuck you. I know that sounds harsh, that sounds awful, but we can either live in the real world or we cannot live in the real world. Any man who is your friend, if given the opportunity, will have sex with you if you let him. Test it. Go ahead and test it. Don't go like, how would you have sex with me? Ha ha. Like, really offer it. I mean, don't, but do. You know what I mean? Like, really make him believe that this is a legitimate offer one time. They'll take it. But I thought you were just my friend. No. He wasn't just your friend. But he knows I have a boyfriend. He's garbage. He's a beta male. He doesn't give a shit.
On the 3rd occasion, I believe he drugged my drink. I only had 1 glass of wine.
Again, and the tragedy of this is if you go to the police the next day, they can test your blood. They can see if that's still in your system.
We were supposed to go to a political event, and he said he needed to get paperwork from his hotel room. When I arrived at his hotel room, I was already incapacitated, and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me, and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I didn't.
That's weird, man. It's just, I mean, he's guilty. Fuck him. Throw him in jail. I don't feel bad for Eric Swalwell one bit. And he is a creep. But again, it's like, it's hard to go, all right, let's throw this guy in prison for the rest of his life with 0 evidence on a thing that happened 8 years later that we're all supposed to trust our memory. We remember it exactly like it happened. It would be great if this would have been reported the day after. We could have got blood tests and samples and an exam and everything else. And we could, do something about this. So, yeah, because then otherwise you get, historically white goes, not buying it. It does. Like, 8 years later, it sounds weird. B. More Lentz says, why do all these women go to the hotel room? I think, you know how, black people will say, I have to teach my children about how to interact with the police? I think we have to have more conversations with our, fathers need to have more conversations with their daughters. And it's an uncomfortable conversation to have about how men are. And no matter how many times you think one's different, they're not. Play it safe. Don't go to the hotel room. Don't go to the hotel room unless you want to have sex with them. I mean, nobody wants to have that conversation with their daughter, but I mean, women in general, do not go to a man's hotel room unless you want to have sex with them. No man thinks you are fun and cool and awesome to hang out with and just wants you to come to his hotel room because, gosh, you're just so much fun to conversate with. He's going to try to fuck you. Do you want to fuck that guy? No, I don't want to fuck that guy. Then don't go to his hotel room. I'm not saying you deserve it if you go. I'm saying you're putting yourself in a position where bad shit could happen because he's a monster. He ain't going to stop himself. So don't put yourself in a position to be with a monster who's not going to stop himself because it's going to be very hard to defend yourself in that situation. Never go to a hotel room with a man unless you want to have sex with them. Then fine, go ahead, do what you want. But don't... It's weird because like you try to give women this good advice and guys get called toxic or whatever. It's like, no. We're the ones helping you. We don't live in this fucking fantasy world that feminists do where they go, a woman should be able to go to a man's hotel room and not have to worry about, yeah, but she can't. All right? We should all be able to do a lot of different shit, but we can't because that's not how the world works. Well, why don't men just change their behavior? They can't, all right? That kind of guy, he's not going to change. We have to change. We have to adjust the way we behave to fit that reality because that guy, he's a fucking sociopath. He's not going to change. It's like we like prevent women from learning. We prevent women from keeping themselves safe because we want to create this image of a world that just plain doesn't exist. Redbird with $5. Thank you very much. He says a reminder on tax day of why you all busted your ass the last 12 months just to hand half of it to the government. All right. He sent us a link with it. We'll check it out. Chad Buzamok says that was cruel of you to take away the kid's favorite minivan to please a gal. You're right. You're right. I don't make excuses for it. That was a dumb fuck move. Don't date people 8 years younger than you. You have nothing in common. They'll mirror you maybe because you're older and it's like a daddy thing, but just don't. They don't like you. They like the idea of what you represent. They don't like you. Main Vein with $20. Thank you very much.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
Main Vein with $20 says the actual sons of Noah, Aaron. Our ancestor Japheth was made for Jesus. Research the son of Noah named Ham. He's the cursed son of Noah by God, and he's where Muslims and darkies originate from. Holy shit. Did not know that. MSO says, I have owned 3 minivans, used them all for work, carried a bunch of tools and stuff, served me well. I never had a problem with my minivan. $1 from Redbird says, and all this shit on Eric only came out after he jumped the line to run for governor. Not when he was fucking a proven Chinese spy. The Justice Department knew this whole time. That's just it. We were talking about this with that lady who's now being accused of stealing $5 million from a recovery fund, that congresswoman. It's like they all knew she was doing this. She ran afoul of somebody. She didn't vote for something she was supposed to, or she voted for something she was supposed to vote against. She didn't pay her bill. Because they all steal money from relief services. They all skim off the top and they watch each other's back, Republican and Democrat together. But when you step out of line, you don't pay the bill, and you decide that you're a self-made woman or a self-made man, then they'll fuck you. I don't think Swalwell was supposed to run for governor. He thought who the fuck he was, and the Democrats came down on him, not the Republicans. He was fucking a Chinese spy, and we did nothing. We knew then, and we did nothing. So I'm sorry, I'm not buying that we just found out about this now. Politics is a lot dirtier than that. Oh, by the way, Main Vein with $1 says Noah, not Hoa. No, we fixed it for you. Main Vein with another $1 says if Rumble is so great, kick YouTube. I like the couple $1,000s a month in memberships and ad revenue that we get. Redbird with $1 says you can get away with grape and murder in government as long as you play the game. If you step out of line, for example, trying to run for governor without your higher-ups' blessings, suddenly it all comes out. Yeah, and for the record, I do not feel bad for Eric Swalwell. MSO says Lisa Bloom is Gloria Allred's daughter. Holy shit, that makes sense if it's true. Lisa Bloom Gloria Allred. Daughter of famed attorney Gloria. Oh, wow, you nailed it. That makes so much sense. $1 from Redbird says you're still naive enough to think if a member of Congress grapes you that going to the cops will actually result in anything but a cover-up. They might actually throw him to the wolves on this, though, simply because he stepped out of line. $1 from Main Vein says this is for the father-daughter talk. Spot fucking on. It's one of my finer points, I will say. $40 away from tonight and 75 away from getting back to perfect this week. Wow. Thank you guys very much. $40 or 8 memberships away. A couple of 5 gifted membership drops and we're home, boys and girls. Thank you so much for your generosity. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow. Let's go and finish this thing up. You guys, especially Main Vein, of course, have been incredible tonight. Dante says, I have a couple of female friends. They were the ones that wouldn't have sex with me. Right. You wanted to have sex with them, though. I just what is it about like teaching that as a lesson that's so offensive to women? Is it a pride thing that because I talked to April about that early in our relationship. I remember having this conversation with her. Actually we weren't in a relationship yet. She was talking about this guy. Oh yeah, he's my friend from work. I'm like, he wants to fuck you. She's like, what? No, he's a nice guy. I'm like, no, he wants to fuck you. She's like, he's married. I'm like, he wants to fuck you. I think especially when they're young, women think they're fun. Women think they're cool and we want to hang out with them. Some of them are fun and cool, especially when you're fucking them, when you're in a relationship with them, for sure. But if we want people to hang out with, we have a lot of fun friends. We have a lot of fun friends that are fun to drink with, and we'll talk about football and all kinds of other shit. If we want to have a social circle, you're probably not in it unless we're in a relationship. It's a deeper connection. Women are like, oh, I'll go up to this guy's hotel room because he just wants to hang out. No, never. Never does he just want to hang out. We need to get that chiseled in stone. We need to get that made into a rule. Anytime you go up to a man's hotel room, he wants to fuck you. No exceptions. Oh, but wait, what if he really... No, stop it. Do you want to be safe or do you want to protect this idea that you're fun? Because I want you to be safe. I don't want people to get jacked off. I don't want Louis C.K. jacking off in front of you. I don't want Eric Swalwell roofing you. I don't want these creeps hurting women. But women are going to have to understand that there are ways you can defend yourself from all this. It's preventative maintenance. Get your head on a swivel. Be socially aware. Don't go into hotel rooms with men, unless you want to have sex with them. Go nuts. Sam Show says, boo, he doesn't want us jacked off. I'm not trying to wreck your day on that one. I'm sorry if I'm blowing your cover. I don't remember grabbing this clip for today's show. I have no idea where this clip came from. In fact, this was, never mind. This is, Redbird sent this in. Okay, now I know. It's a clip. It's racist. The tweet says, why do we have food deserts? Why does everything get locked behind plexiglass in our neighborhood? Must be systemic racism. Meanwhile, all right, let's see. Oh, you dirty dog. Did you catch that move? He scanned one item and he put them both in the... First of all, if you've ever been to a self-checkout, they're not watching you that close. You can just scan one and throw the other item in. They're not watching you. What a piece of shit. Now, I'm going to say this. I think this guy is doing this for a video. I think he's trying to show how easy it is to steal shit. I don't think you'd be that, like, flamboyant about it if you were actually stealing. Because, like, look, he didn't even pay. So why would he? And everybody sees him doing it. So I don't know. I think this is fake. I think this guy's just being an ass.
Wanna fuck?
Hey,
Let's fuck.
speaking of a guy being an ass, I think that guy was just making a silly video because then he didn't even pay. So why go to the self-checkout in the first place? Why not just walk out the door and steal the shit? Easy enough. Somebody in the chat did say, wow, that's slick, though. It's not slick. There was nothing slick about that. MSO says, the ones by me have a scale. It knows the weight of the item. Yep. That's how you weigh produce and shit like that in the self-checkout. You scan it, and then it says, put it on the thing. You put it on the thing. Spits out a number. Taste Fairy Iolto says, Javon Evans, no. Oh, my God. It really did look like Javon Evans. Sam Show says that, and the bag area is weighed. Yeah, I don't. Some of them, I don't think so anymore. I don't think that, like, I never get I put shit back in my cart now after I scan it. Like, I'll take the bags and I'll put the bag in the cart, and it won't say, like, item removed from bagging area. It used to do that. I don't think it does that anymore. Owl B. Joshing says, sleight of hand that David Copperfield would be proud of. Yeah, I don't... I'm sorry, Redbird. He was selling that shit a little too heavy for me to think that was real. That's all. MSO says, yes, the bag area is weighed. It knows the weight to the item. If it's more, a bell goes off. Not anymore. Not at Aldi, not at Walmart. I go to rich people places like Aldi and Walmart. Not at Target. I don't know. And, Lunds and Byerly's, I haven't been there in a long time, but they don't have self-checkout. Lunds and Byerly's, they charge way too much for their shit to just trust you on it, apparently. All right, boys and girls, $40 away from a dub tonight. That's all we're looking for. We're just looking for a dub tonight. We lost by 35 this morning, but I don't know, $35 to go till 9. We can just let Oz hit it tomorrow and give him a bonus. All right, we got another Eric Swalwell clip. So this was what we were going to cover tonight before the rape allegations came out against him. And again, all of this stuff coming out at once is such bullshit. Like, that everybody knew about this, but once he ran afoul of the system, I bet you he was doing well in the governor's polling. I bet you they had their person picked out. Swalwell governor polling. I don't want to see his exit or anything else like that. Okay, March 11th, 2026, a month ago. Here you go. Swalwell takes lead in governor primary, 25% undecided. Who else do they have in that race? Steve Hilton, Tom Steyer. They like Tom Steyer, and they like Katie Porter. Those are kind of the party people that they like. This makes so much sense now. This is gross. This is really gross. They like Steyer and they like Porter in the Democratic Party. I don't think they want Swalwell to be the guy. So, yeah, they knew all of this shit was going on. They knew the rape allegation. They knew the photos. They knew the videos. They knew the yacht shit we're about to talk about. And again, I'm not trying to simp for Eric Swalwell. Burn in hell, I don't care. But just the fact that people are going to think that this is all legitimate and they're doing it because the party cares and they just want to get the sins of Eric Swalwell. I bet you Tom Steyer's got skeletons in his closet and they will protect him from here to the end of the election until Inauguration Day. I'm just not buying that this was a moral awakening against Eric Swalwell. He took the lead and they didn't want him in the governor's office in the Democratic side, so they're taking him down. All of these guys, everybody in Congress, everybody in the Senate, I don't think you can get in without having dirt on you that they can expose you with if you fall foul of the rules. So this is Swalwell on a yacht. My P4P yacht trip with Swaley, it says. And by the way, there's no sound. There's the girlies. There they are. Oh, God, it's a bunch of middle-aged white men dancing. Ugh. I mean, in fairness, like, Hackamania makes this look like the most rad, like, Arabic Sultan party of all time. But this is lame, middle-aged bullshit. And you know they hired all those girls and all of this. Like, this whole thing is a giant campaign finance violation, but they're only going to try and nab Swalwell on it. Look at that boat. Look at that boat. You think you go on that boat on a congressperson's salary? Get the fuck out of town. Look at these guys. They're drunk as a skunk. He can't even walk. He's got to sit down in the hallway. He's crawling. He's crawling. He's a baby.
Oh, buddy.
What? Yeah. I'm not buying that Swalwell's the only one who does this. And gee golly gosh, guys, we found it and we got it, and boy, do we just feel awful about it. Mm-hmm. Sure. Silverwolf with $1 says the Sartell Walmart has overhead cameras and weights. They go off when I have two of the same item and I scan one twice and put both in the bag. It calls an attendant over and shows a video. Oh, you know what? You're right. That's a good point. It does do that. If you fuck up the scanning, it will call someone else over. Fair enough. Escorts dancing and uninterested, says Bapa Shab. He's David Hasselhoff maxing. Yeah. Oh, God, do you guys remember? Please tell me that a couple of you don't remember the David Hasselhoff cheeseburger video. If you don't remember it, I'm telling you right now, I would love to revisit the David Hasselhoff cheeseburger clip. But if you guys all know it, what can I do? Also, $40 away from tonight's goal. I did say we'd check back in with Ed and Michelle if we knocked out that $40. And then we'd go till 9 if we knocked out the 35 from this morning. Sam Show says, who doesn't remember that? Yeah, I know. Shit. I remember his bitch daughter recorded it. Yeah, well, you know what, though? His daughter recorded it because she wanted him to see it. They had an agreement because he had fallen off the wagon in a bad way. And he, hold on, I'm sharing feedback with YouTube. They're featuring my video, and I want to tell them that that's awesome. I'm a cunt. He had an agreement with his daughter that if he ever fell off the wagon, she would film him and show it to him. This was a thing that they had organized. We remember. God, this was so long ago. This video quality is so bad. So he got Wendy's. He got really fucked up, and he got Wendy's. And he was on X Factor or America's Got Talent or one of those shows. And his daughter was telling him, they're going to breath test you for alcohol and you're going to get fired from your job. Now, I don't think that's true. I don't think David Hasselhoff had an alcohol clause in his contract. But I think she was just trying to get him to fucking behave himself. But I will say this. I remember, I haven't watched this video in years, but he does make that fallen apart, shitty Wendy's cheeseburger look, because like you can feel how drunk he is, and you're like, dude, as a drunk guy, like that hammered, and just like shoving that shitty burger in your mouth has to feel so fantastic. It makes me want a Wendy's Dr. Pepper specifically. Dude, you're pretty down bad when you're on a hotel room floor with Wendy's, shirtless, shit-faced, and struggling to eat a burger. Oh, man, look at that. Just falling apart on him.
Are you going to do your show tomorrow? Do you promise me? You're going to get alcohol?
This actually hits a little different because I don't think I've ever watched this since I've had kids. It's been that long since I watched it, so at least 12 years. And like having a daughter, I don't think she's like driving age, so she's still like a teenager. And her having to watch her dad like this. That sucks, man, because whether you know it or not, your kids look at you like you're a superhero, you know? It's fun. Like my whether she's here or she's at her mom's, my daughter will send me like clips and shorts and reels and stuff of like, this is me and my dad and, you know, all that stuff. And it's adorable. And like to think that person would see you on the ground like this, fucked up and hammered, and like now she's in charge of teaching you this lesson. Like that's so unfair to do to a kid.
Don't get alcohol. Don't get alcohol because you see what it's doing to you?
Oh, wait, so she's not the one cleaning up, though. He's got like an assistant or somebody cleaning up, and she's filming him. And again, they agreed on this, that if he ever fell off the wagon, she would record it.
You're on the floor.
Oh, my God, he can't even.
What?
This is a mess.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Dude, there's a lot. Like, you can lose your coordination from drinking, but to lose your coordination to the point where you can't eat a cheeseburger? Bro. He's just going to go one patty at a time. And for some reason, I remember, I'm like, I can feel how drunk he is in this video. And for some reason, as gross as it looks, that patty's probably delicious in that state.
The clean one.
You're a multi-millionaire. You got some asshole cleaning up after you while you drunkenly eat a burger on a hotel room floor.
So, Dad, you need to promise me you're not going to get alcohol tonight, okay?
What?
You need to promise me you're not going to get alcohol tonight.
What?
Okay?
Oh.
Because if you get alcohol tonight, you're fired from your show tomorrow. And the doctor is coming over here in the morning to check your alcohol level. And if you have any alcohol in your system, you're going to be fired from the show.
And again, that's not true. I guess that wasn't true, but she was just trying to get her dad to not drink, which is heartbreaking.
Tomorrow.
This is why, like, all that shit, it's not funny, it's not silly, it's not ha-ha, you know. It's like this shit impacts people. And, like, you can cope and you can claim that it doesn't and that your addictions and all that shit don't hurt the people around you and that hey, everybody seems fine. People hide. People hide their disdain and they hide their disappointment from shit like this. Like I don't get what was the word? Buzzed. I don't get buzzed when my kids are around. Like when we're at the lake and stuff, I'll have a few, like when they go to bed, I'll start maybe having a couple beers. And by that time, you don't really have time to get like fucking hammered out at the lake because the kids go to bed at 10, 11 o'clock. I'm in bed by 11. Can't even stay up anymore. But yeah, you don't get like shit house hammered in front of your little kids.
You hear me? No alcohol.
Okay.
Huh?
Who said?
Who said?
Jan. I just talked to her and she just called the manager of the show and they said that tomorrow, when the doctor's coming over and if they test any alcohol in your blood, you're fired from the show. Thank God they're not coming tonight because you'd be fired from the show. The doctor's coming early in the morning. If you have any alcohol in your system, you're fired from the show.
Bro, how do you get this drunk, too? I mean, this is a long ways gone. This is like Russian trucker gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, this soda looks so good. I haven't had one in like 2 months. Like when he drinks this Dr. Pepper soda, if I remember, dude, how fucking fat am I that I remember parts of this video from like 15 years ago? Ooh, he snorted.
Say you promise right now, Dad. Tell me that you promise you're not going to get alcohol and you're going to stop drinking. Tell me right now. Tell me right now you're going to stop drinking.
I'll be fine.
Tell me you're going to stop drinking.
I'll be fine. Yeah, you get
Tell
a bite
me
of that
right now.
falling apart burger, Dave.
I'm not going to talk to you ever again. And I will totally disown you because it's not fair to your family. What you're doing. Tell me right now. Tell me.
Dude, he's in worse shape than Clavicular right now.
You're not going to stop, are you?
I'll be fine.
Tell me you're going to stop.
I'll be fine.
Tell me you're going to
Oh,
stop.
he's drooling. I forgot about the drooling.
Tell me you're going to stop.
I'm going to stop.
Promise?
No.
No. What a dick. I forgot about that part. You promise? No. God, it's like dealing with a college kid.
Promise?
No.
Yes?
Huh?
Good.
Oh, he said,
Good, I
uh-huh.
like to hear.
Okay. God, he's going to have a fucking headache
Why
tomorrow.
are you like doing this to yourself? Huh?
Because I'm lonely.
But
Lonely.
it's gonna...
I'm in my life.
So
Oh,
what?
that's so sad when he's like, I'm lonely.
You have
That
me.
sucks when he's like, I'm lonely.
So what? You have me. You have Haley. You have
Oh, shit. Fuck you. You're good in my life.
Wow, what a cunt.
What?
I have you in my life.
Yes, you do.
I'm bullshit.
What do you mean? What do you expect me to do? Come up here on the days I have school? You chose to come out here. I didn't choose to come out here. I come up here as much as I can. Every weekend that I don't have SAT, I come up here. There's nothing I can do. I change my schedule around because of you. Don't tell me that I don't give a shit. Being an asshole right now. And you know why? Because you drank. And tomorrow morning you're going to regret everything that you've ever told me. And you're going to feel horrible.
I don't have you.
What do you mean you don't have me?
I don't have you.
Of course you have me.
No, I don't.
What do you mean? You live in Las Vegas. You expect me to be up here every day?
That's a bad place for him to be. Also, like that's a really correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Hasselhoff ever drank after this. I think he quit and he stayed quit. How long? That's getting kind of tough to watch. How long has Hasselhoff been sober? Has publicly identified as a recovering alcoholic since at least the mid-2000s following a highly publicized incident in 2007. While he has faced long-term struggles with alcohol abuse, including rehab attempts in 2002 and 2004, reports indicate he has largely remained sober in recent years despite ongoing health challenges. So yeah, that 2007 video, I won't say it totally did the trick, but it helped him out a whole big bunch. A whole big bunch, which is obviously good. Thank you very much to Redbird. He says it's obviously fake. That's the type of idiot we all just handed half our income from the last year to the government so they can buy votes with welfare. All right. Unnerving Brain with $1 says if this is his worst moment, he's doing okay. MSO says they spiked his drink with GHB. $2 from Joey Caravello says play the Seventh Heaven clip of the drunk alcoholic aunt. Please, Aaron. Sounds like we got some requests if we hit that goal. 35 away from tonight. Let's knock it out. Hey, let's not even do a rally segment in 10, 12 minutes, huh? Let's just go ahead and bang out that $35. Let's do 7 gifted memberships or whatever. And let's nail it. No Pen 15 Fathead says, I bet his blood alcohol level was at least 0.4. No, you're fucking dead at 0.4, aren't you? Redbird says, this is kind of sad. Yeah. It is a lot tougher to watch once you have kids, for sure. Because you're just like, oh, that poor kid. Like, she's got to film her dad because he's such a fucking alcoholic. But again, it worked. You know, so at least there's part of David Hasselhoff that knew, like, look, I'm a giant fuck up. And if I'm not held accountable in some way, I'm going to keep falling off the wagon. All right, we got a couple more stories we can get to here. Of course, if we go over by 35 and we get back to perfect for the week, we'll be doing all these stories because my ass will have to be here until 9. Uh-oh. Why are we? Come on. There we go. All right. Now we're good. Getting a little bucky on me. DP Granny says, you're a pussy, Aaron. Fair enough. I'm a pussy. That's okay. Roots Calhoun says, man, he's in way better shape than me in Vegas every time I'm in Vegas. I feel like such a loser. Every time I'm in Vegas, I'll go to the Monte Cristo cigar bar. I'll have an old-fashioned and an Ashton or a Monte Cristo or a brand that you can't get here in Minnesota. Well, you can get Ashton and Monte Cristo, but I'll get something at the Monte Cristo cigar bar at Caesars, and I'll have an old-fashioned. Then I'll maybe play a little craps, maybe play a little blackjack, have a couple more drinks, and then I'm ready for fucking bed, man. I'm old. How do you guys not get old? I don't understand how you guys don't get old. Roots is like, I get so fucked up every time I'm in Vegas. Every time I go to Vegas, it's a year later or 2 years later, and I'm in bed a little earlier and in bed a little earlier. I get a lot of my stuff done during the day, you know? Go out and see stuff, go out and shop, do a little gambling, check out a couple nice restaurants, and then, yeah, Monte Cristo cigar bar. Wind it down for the night. Maybe catch Penn and Teller. Who knows? Sam Show says, ugh, you're a boring ass old man. I know. I am kind of a boring ass old man. But I like that. I like being a boring ass old man. You got to think of how you look from the outside. If you're 39 years old and you're going to the club, you look fucking weird. You don't look cool. I know you think that you're going to be like, oh man, I'm going to look like I fit right in with these young people because I've just got a youthful vibe about me. It's like Shallow Hal. You see one thing, but they all see like a grandpa with a walker. You don't belong there. I don't belong there. Get fucked up at like a VFW, like a respectable old person. Daytime is gay. I know, but look, I'm telling you what I am. I'm boring and I'm old. You should be boring and old too. Hooters Girl says, what color is your fanny pack? I don't have a fanny pack. I'm just... Blukey says, I always do meth when I go to Vegas. My wife's bull loves Vegas. I forgot that we said that Blukey is Jeremy from The Quartering. 09 Canyon says, Aaron ends the night at the Monte Cristo sandwich bar. That's the one that's French toast, right? I know what a Monte Cristo is. The Monte Cristo sandwich the French toast one? What is a Monte Cristo? I've had one, I think. A Monte Cristo sandwich is a sweet and savory, pan-fried, deep-fried ham and cheese sandwich. Oh, I'm thinking of something else then. Often described as a hybrid of a grilled cheese. Oh, and French toast. There we go. No, it is the French toast breakfast sandwich. Stop being so excited about it. People are watching, you fat fuck. Redbird with $1 says, now if you could just be a boring old man that didn't have to schedule yearly mammograms. Look, all I wanted to do was hit a goal tonight, have a good show. It didn't have to be so abusive. It didn't have to be so abusive like this. All right, we got an update on Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos. You remember the hippos that were all geeked on Pablo's coke, and the country of Colombia has been trying to like pen them in? Apparently, they've been trying to manage the population from Pablo Escobar's his old property from back in the day, and they've been trying to manage these coke hippos for decades. It has officially failed, and they're going to have to put down the cocaine hippos. It turns out that spaying and neutering 6,000-pound death machines isn't as easy as was imagined. Up to 80 hippos will be affected by the plan, which is a last-ditch effort to control the animal's population after unsuccessful and expensive methods, such as neutering, have failed. If we don't do this, said Environment Minister Irene Velez, if we don't do this, we won't be able to control the population. We have to take this action to preserve our ecosystem. So I'm sorry, guys. Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos are going to have to die. Can you eat them? Hold on. Do hippos taste good? I don't want them to go to waste. Hippo meat is generally considered to taste good, often described as a mild, high-quality game meat with similar texture to beef or pork. It is described as having a full flavor that is less gamey than other wild game with high fat content. All right. And they've got cocaine in them. Everybody's going to be happy. Nomo says cocaine hippos, a.k.a. The View. I don't think they're going to go with that branding change. But it's an idea. It's brainstorming. I also wanted to report on this. This was insane. I saw this on TMZ yesterday that this chick from My 600 Pound Life died. Her name was Dolly Martinez. She's dead at 30. I read the dumbest fucking thing I could have read in my life. I read a TMZ article that said, click here to find out Dolly Martinez cause of death. She was a 600-pound 30-year-old. What? I don't know. An embolism burst in her brain while she was going for a jog. I don't need to read the cause of death for Dolly Martinez. We're all pretty well aware of how this shit works. They exploit these people on television. They crane them back to bed, and then they leave them when the season's done to just rot and die. The TLC star's sister, Lindsay, shared the sad news Saturday in a Facebook post, remembering Dolly as someone with the brightest personality who could light up any room with her laughter and kindness. It's just like, these shows are so exploitative. And then they have the nerve to do like expose documentaries. Like I watched one on The Biggest Loser, and they're like, weren't these people mean? Weren't they awful? Weren't they terrible? And I'm like, they were trying to help. Like, yeah, but they yelled at them. It's like, well, they're 400 or 500 pounds. They need to be yelled at. People have tried to be nice with them. They need to be motivated. And then you have shows like My 600 Pound Life where they just watch these fuckers eat themselves to death, and everyone's like, I love this show. It's so good. I just don't get the double standard there. Where if you show a bunch of fatties in their natural habitat, it's interesting television. But if you show someone going, come on, you fat fucking pig, get on that treadmill and run, sweat the pounds away, you can do this. Oh, how could they be so mean to them? It's like, we're not harpooning them. We're trying to help them be less of what they are. Damn. Redbird with $1 says, I'd pay to go shoot hippos from helicopters. That is a really good idea. Like, just charge rich people to go shoot the hippos in Colombia from helicopters and then feed the local villages and poor people. I think that's a really good idea. Buzmak says the real question isn't how did she die? It's did she ever really live? Oh. MSO says a new show starring Aaron, My 600 Pound Chin. Oh, God. We're going to have to do a rally segment, guys. We're $35 away. Everybody throw in your 5s, throw in your 10s, throw in your 20s, shit, throw in your 50s. If we get 70, we go till 9 tonight. If we get 35, we call it a win for the toe. Let's ride the train, and let's do this bitch. Here we go. If you're not ready for the show to end, a red boy will do her. If you're like, shut the fuck up and get off my screen, then throw in a $5, throw in a membership. We're 59 memberships away from 700 here on the toe. Enjoy the train, and let's notch a W. All right, I did have that right. We are 59 memberships away. Redbird starting us off with $1. Says it's no different than you enjoying Clav and his body-destroying lunacy. SP has a point, finding your fascination with him disturbing. Yeah, probably. You know what? That's probably fair. Uzmak says there's no way you can lose on $30, right? I hope not. I hope you guys everybody wants to rally up. Shit, this is one of those things we could do $1 or $2 at a time. Do it 5, do it 6, do it however. Let's just get this thing done and notch a win for the toe. All the links are in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Let's go. Thank you, Redbird. Very much appreciated. We can't blow two easy layups in one day. That's soul crushing. So let's get it. Let's go. Who wants the Elmer Fudd drop? How many tricks am I pulling out? I did say we'd see what Ed and Michelle were doing if we hit. $5 from Rob says, what's a bigger story, Clav or Sneeko? Gun to my head. I think to most people, Sneeko getting punched is probably a bigger deal than Clav. $5 from Rob. Thank you. $30 even. $30 away from a win tonight. Let's do it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, and those gifted memberships. Just a few more of those and we got it. Who's got a $5? Who's got a 5 membership drop on them to bring us almost home? Vince Griswold with $2. Thank you, buddy. Vince Griswold bringing some heat. Let's go, buddy. We got this. We still got another minute and 10 seconds left on the train, and then it's Erica, and we hit the lamp. You guys can't let a White Power Wednesday be an 0 for 2 kind of a day. Let's notch a dub. Let's go, baby. Oh, shit. 10 Beer just said, don't you owe overtime from last night? That's right. I do owe you guys overtime from last night because you knocked out the morning show miss. Shit, that means if you guys knock out, I shouldn't have done a rally segment right now. That means if you guys knock out this morning and tonight, I technically have to go to 9:30. Oh, shit. Come on, guys, let's go. $30 away. Let's get a win. Let's get a W from $30 away. Did someone do well on their taxes? Go ahead and get rid of that goal thing up there. Won't be needing that anymore. Fuck. Main Vein with $300.
I've got some bad news.
Let's do it for Johnny, man. We'll do it for Johnny.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck! Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes.
Enough. I will hear no more of this Hebrew nonsense.
There's so many Somalians in this bitch.
Thank you.
You are cursed.
Thank you for the $300, Main Vein. That's incredibly nice of you. He says, shout me out tomorrow, just like everyone else that donates to the show but me. Let's give Oz his best Thursday ever. Play Erica in its entirety now. I will play Erica in its entirety in just a second. I need to make a quick note. So on Rumble, that's 240 for us. That's 210 after this goal. It's 175. Hold on. So we're at 125 for tomorrow. Holy shit. Thank you so much. That is fucking insane. I appreciate that. Chad Buzmak with $1 says, now seems like a good time to ask about what percentage I get from those $10 drops. I will take the $300 from Main Vein as purchase price and a 5% royalty fee until the death of the show. You want a hoodie? Would you like a hoodie? You can. Oh God! I just accidentally I was gonna put the link to the store on the chat. I just put the goal on the chat. That was fucking dickheadish. Main Vein said that was supposed to be 30. Oh really? Did he? I'm going up the chat right now. Was that? You owe me a couple of $20 drops on Friday. Baba Shab says Aaron is going to heave out. He didn't say that was supposed to be 30. You fucking got me. You got me on that one. There's Ben with $25 on Venmo. Guys, we're good here.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
He says this is for Oz. Okay, well, we're only $100 away from tomorrow morning. We're $100 away from a perfect week for the toe already. So You Need Me More says, hey, Main Vein said he bought me a VIP. I didn't see him say that, you little bastard. Thank you very much, Main Vein. He did say that I have to play Erica full, however. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Erica now. I'll go get some water because we're going to be here for at least another half hour. We're going to check out some Ed and Michelle. He asked for Erica full. I wonder if we can get the Asian girl singing it. And we do that version. Here's a video version. There you go. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some water, and I'm also going to go shit my pants, if you don't mind. Oh, welcome. Oh, I'm supposed to play this whole thing. I'm sorry. I'll go back to it. I apologize. All right, there it is. That was by request from Main Vein, who owns our show because he's pretty much sent us like $500 this week. Holy shit. Oh, wait. T-Baby with $1 says, check PayPal. Oh, that's funny. I don't have a PayPal notification. By the way, I think Buzmak, who is, I think, a neutral monitor, will tell you, we have decidedly stopped getting too worked up or excited about goals on this show because we've kind of come to the realization that this audience kind of comes through whenever it needs to, and the perfect weeks kind of keep racking up. So I'm sorry if I'm supposed to be more dour and dispirited and everything during the goal stuff, but I think we're having a lot more fun with it. Oh, wait a minute. $3 from You Need Me More over on PayPal. That time T-Baby was not bullshitting, but I don't think he knows that he wasn't bullshitting. Oh, my God. Cody with $120 on... Oh, my God, T-Baby, you are not wrong. Cody with $120 on PayPal tonight says, what Thursday goal? All right, Oz gets half of everything that comes in tomorrow. I am going to be paying that guy a massive bonus on the 1st of next month. Cody writes on Facebook, you liar. No, you're right. There is no goal. Wow, 120 coming in.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Wow. Holy shit. Chad Buzmak says, I think anytime you say Steel Toe Morning Show tomorrow, you need to say sponsored by Main Vein. Yeah, keep me honest on that tomorrow. Chad Buzmak says, you've done better. A few breaks here and there, but for the most part. Buzmak says, I think you just doxed T-Baby. No, I don't think T-Baby had any idea what was actually happening because 2 people dropped in on PayPal once he said check PayPal. T-Baby with $1 says, yeah, fuck me silly, right? Fuck you silly indeed. I don't think I can in good conscience end the show at 9 o'clock, can I? That would be a fucking dog shit move. You guys have gone over by like $350 tonight. I think that would be a pretty bullshit move on my part to leave at 9. Main Vein with $1 says, comes through always in the end, Aaron. Quit worrying. I wasn't worried tonight. In fairness, I knew even if we missed tonight, I knew that Oz days are like, they're by far the biggest. That and Rumble Fridays are the 2 biggest days of the week we have. But Rumble Friday cannot make up a perfect week. That doesn't count because there is no goal on Rumble Fridays. Wow. Peter says, Aaron, that was supposed to be 30, not 300. Oh, damn it. Thank you guys very much. I do want to address one thing real quick. I saw this in my email. I know there's a lot of people who think that Melton no-showing that court thing is bullshit. And yeah, there were issues raised in court by everyone that, it's kind of convenient, the timing, the doctor's note and everything else. But I see people online, and I just want to make this announcement because I want to let it be known that this didn't come from me. And we're in the middle of this HRO thing, and I don't want anything looking like it's coming from my camp. There are people out there saying that they're like, oh, look, we're filing these complaints about Dr. Steve because Dr. Steve, it's bullshit. He just went to Hackamania. Melton was sitting there the whole time. He can sit his ass on a plane and get to court. And like, we've made that argument. And, you know, the judges heard that argument, all that stuff. But there's people going, we're going to file these complaints. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. You know, people are looking into his practice and shit like that. I'm not okay with that. Look, my take is just this. It's awfully convenient that he was there for the shows. And look, people do this when they have friends who are doctors. They have them write them bullshit notes. They're not illegal. They're not against the law. They're just bullshit notes that we all know are bullshit, but it's just enough to get you out of something. All right? And that's all we raised. We just raised that it looked shitty. It looked bad. The judge went over the timing of it and like, yeah, this timing looks a little fucking suspicious. And, he's going to have to answer for that. Dr. Steve did what probably every doctor does for their friends. All right? There are a lot of doctors out there that write bullshit doctor notes for their friends. I've never done it. I've never had a doctor do it for me, but I'm sure they would. So, yeah, we're not nobody likes onions. We're not the Dabbleverse here. We don't go in and fuck with people's lives no matter how shitty they've been with us. We're better than them. We're better than that. Don't do that. And definitely don't do it on my account because I'm not down with that shit. You know? Taste Fairy Ialto says, as long as Dr. Stevie isn't abusing Abyss, we good. Right? A doctor writing scripts or I don't know if he's writing scripts or not, but like writing pain scripts and writing doctor's notes and shit and flubbing a little bit for your pal. I don't think that's something we should try and make a federal fucking case out of. Okay. That's all. $1 from Redbird says you really should have figured out by now the only way you're going to consecutively miss goals and fall behind is if you're pissing us off. Well, I think I do a good job of gargling the old balls, you know? Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to address that because I saw a couple things on Twitter today. I got a couple emails today, and I just want it in the public out there that I'm not asking for anything like that. Do not do that. That is a very common thing. That is being dealt with in a courtroom. We're not going to deal with that on the internet like a bunch of weirdos. Okay? There is no reason to be doing that. That's what they do. That's not what we do. Thank you very much. That being said, he is not a back doctor. He is a, change diapers of people who are not long for this world doctor. $1 from Dr. Silverwolf. Oh, yeah, Dr. Silverwolf weighing in. Says, I just want to say, while yes, I am a doctor, no, I am not writing any of you notes. I am a doctor, just not a doctor that can actually do anything useful, unless you need help with cryptids. Thank you. That's actually very good to know. All right, I said that we would go, if we knocked out everything today, we would go check out Ed and Michelle. Let's see what one of our favorite YouTubers have been up to. Ed and Michelle. Oh, they released a new song. Okay, let's hear Ed and Michelle's song that they put out. This is new for them. I'm just kidding. This is not. It's not Ed. I played a trick on you. It's not Ed and Michelle.
Was such a happy gal, me daddy was so jolly.
It's not Ed and Michelle.
I love to tell the story how they both died in the holly. I yap about the gassing with every chance I get. Don't know why you're laughing, I ain't even started yet. Oh, high tide to the biggie, oh no, me gosh, me golly. Yes, high five to the biggie, me mum died in the holly.
It is such a catchy song.
It's funny to an awful lot of folk. To hear me mum's a lampshade and me dad's a bar of soap.
It's been we can do jokes now. It's been long enough. All right. Ed and Michelle, how have they been doing lately, views-wise? 2.7, 3,000, 19,000. Good. They're knocking out some big ones here. What's 4,000 views? So they on average, it looks like they do about 4,000 views on their review channels. That's about $12 for every 1,000. They make about $50 every time they make a video, and it looks like they release 4 or 5 a week. So you're making about $200 extra and walking around money every week. Good for them. All right, we haven't checked in with them for a long time. I kind of want to see that. We've seen them do a lot of buffets. We've checked that out. How about, okay, we got to do a McDonald's one. They're doing, oh my God, now Ed's doing like black guy McDonald's breakfast reviews. Let's fucking go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ed.
Breakfast video coming your way with Ed and Michelle. Well, more Ed from the Great Indoors.
That's okay. You're the real sex appeal here, Ed.
Today I'm at McDonald's in Menor, and the reason why I'm here at this time, normally I'm at work, is because there's a gas leak at Longhorn Steakhouse. So it's kind of
Wait, he works at Longhorn Steakhouse? Is he like a waiter, or is he a cook, or is he managing? I didn't know that Ed works in the business. Well, that changes everything. Ed works in the business? I never would have guessed. Or does he work next to Longhorn Steakhouse, and if there's a gas leak, he's got to vacate where he works? Oh, no, he's got a Longhorn Steakhouse sweatshirt on and everything. So Ed's in the biz. This changes some shit. By the way, they live in Ohio, and I don't mean to call Ohio a shithole, but they still have like the 1990s McDonald's sign out there.
The fire department is there right now taking care of the situation. We opened the door this morning, and you could smell the gas leak coming right away. It was pretty intense.
How can you tell the difference between a gas leak and just a bunch of Ohioans who eat in a Longhorn Steakhouse farting all day?
And we were not allowed to go in at all. I had the doors open. I went in to open so the air would come out, but the manager showed up and he said, close the doors. The fire department's on the way. They need to identify where the gas leak is coming from. So the gas leak was identified.
By the way, I have to say, great start to a McDonald's breakfast food review video. This is... All right, guys, I know we want to have a really appetizing kind of a program here, but first, let's talk about noxious gas fumes. Speaking of noxious gas fumes, let's try this McGriddle.
It was a cracked line behind the grill, and the fire department called the gas company.
Well, now Cody says Ed is in the cleaning business. Ed cleans places. Oh, well then what does Longhorn Steakhouse have to do with anything?
And they will only they could shut the gas off, I guess. And then we have a guy coming in. Dan is his name. He's a follower of the channel, believe it or not.
He just fucking docks Dan. God damn, Ed, knock it off. Stop saying God damn it, Aaron.
And he's going to be...
Every time I get in the pew on Sunday, I genuflect, I get in the pew, put the thing out, I get on my knees. First thing I say is, I apologize for all the GDs and the JCs. I'm going to work on that again this week. Guide me, give me strength to stop with that stuff. Because I know that after I get that down, I'm going to have to work on the cursing, and that's going to be a BIH.
Place that line. But once they get the gas line shut off and the gas smell empties out, we'll be able to go back in there and start doing our morning prep work. It's pretty scary thinking that just moving equipment around could break a line open, but we've never had this happen before, and hopefully it'll never happen again. It could have been a lot worse. The whole place could have blown up. You know,
I hear the gas leak. That's what fucked Auschwitz over. All those people dying.
Walked in there with a cigarette. Who knows what might have happened, you know?
Kablooey, right, Ed?
Thankfully, I'm still able to enjoy my breakfast now.
Great. I was wondering how we were going to transition out of a 2-minute gas leak story into our McDonald's breakfast. But Ed, the king of the segue, goes, well, good thing I can still eat my McDonald's, brought to you by Main Vein.
I'm here at McDonald's, and they have the sausage and egg McMuffin.
That's a hash brown, Ed. Swing and a miss by old Ed. He's a little rusty. Oh, Ed.
McDonald's, and they have the sausage and egg McMuffin.
That's the wrong. Is he going to call the sandwich a hash brown now? Somebody might want to check Ed. He might have gotten some of those noxious gas fumes, and he might not have known it. He might be fucked up. If he calls the sandwich the hash brown, we're going to have problems.
And with a hash brown.
Yep, he did it. Yep, Ed's fucked up from the gas fumes. I knew it. He called the sandwich the hash browns and the hash browns the sandwich.
Orange juice.
We got that right.
$6.50. That's a pretty good deal. This is my favorite thing at Mickey D, the sausage and egg McMuffin.
I mean, that naturally, right? That's the best item on the menu. Nobody can deny it. They put crack cocaine in it. This is a fact. They've been doing it since '86.
It's got the cheese on there.
You know, I'm going to tell you right now, Ed's been watching Black video review guys. He has definitely been doing his homework. He's been studying. He does more to help his YouTube channel than I fucking do. I treat my YouTube channel like the redheaded stepchild of this thing. But Ed, he goes and he watches all these Black YouTubers who eat sandwiches in their car, and he's like, they take off the bun, they show everybody. I got to really lean in and do this right.
The egg. It's got the sausage and the English muffin on top. Good stuff.
Ed, you and Cowpote need to do a video together.
And also, the hash brown, I got to tell you, it's not bad. Let's try this orange juice. This is the small.
It looks so dainty in your hands, Edward.
Good orange juice.
Orange juice is good, guys.
When you would go and get an orange, they didn't have orange juice. They had orange drink. Or it looked like it was like...
I think Ed might actually be black.
A pop dispenser, like orange Kool-Aid. But this is actually orange juice.
Thank you, Ed.
All right.
Does he have like a fold-down tray in his car?
It's nice to be able to relax a little bit in the morning and
get
a decent... Okay, a breakfast.
Nice, Ed. I love how Ed's reviewing a sauce, like the most basic breakfast item on the McDonald's menu, as if we all haven't eaten this 50 times before. Sausage McMuffin with egg. What the hell you say, Ed? I have to try this new contraption at my local McDonald's. All right, don't show me where your teeth have been, please. I hate when people do that. You took a big monster bite.
Pretty good.
Oh.
Very, very good. Very tasty. If you guys have never had the sausage and egg McMuffin, that's one thing to get out of McDonald's.
If you guys have been kidnapped since you were 3 years old and living in a basement somewhere in Cleveland, this is definitely something I would try.
Tried their Big Arch. They say.
By the way, the Big Arch is fucking dog shit. Don't get it. It's way too much burger. It's way too heavy. You're going to feel like shit and hate yourself.
It's good. Chris from Haunted Microwave has tried it. He says that he liked it.
I trust that guy.
I haven't gotten it yet. Hash brown.
That's a dainty bite.
Pretty good.
That hash brown looked overdone. Just one man's opinion.
Crispy on the outside, and you got your potato on the inside. There's a place across the street called the Human Bean.
It's just a clit shop.
Bean, B-E-A-N. Have you guys ever been there before? It used to be Nick's Gyros. And now
why can't people say Euros? Why is it so hard to say Euros? Why gyro? Is it a navigational tool to create balance? It's a Euro, Ed, you white bread honky. You guys ever been to the Human Bean? No, Ed, we live in real states, like fraudulent Minnesota.
It's a coffee store. I don't know. The name alone scares me. The Human Bean. I don't know. Would you guys go there? I don't know.
Discuss amongst yourselves while I drink my orange juice. See, that's what Ed does. He interacts with his audience and he gives them food for thought, you know?
I have never been there before. I would imagine they have other things besides coffee
for
breakfast.
Maybe
they
scones.
Have some breakfast sandwiches. I should check it out.
Maybe do a video there. Right. I understand why you had to go here first. You know, the elusive, unknown menu item, the sausage McMuffin with egg, needs to be reviewed first. The second bite was interesting to him. He liked that.
Oh, here's the napkins.
Got to find those napkins. All right. So you know what? Without Michelle, I don't mean to criticize Ed here. And I'm not saying he's a rudderless ship without Michelle, but it's not the same without Michelle there. Okay, I'm all caught up over here. Thank you guys. I mean this. This is going to sound weird. Thank you for not sending money in, as we've made fucking more than enough today. And I appreciate that. You guys are fantastic. I just saw this. Blukey writes, "What a mope." He's a Midwesterner, you know. He's from the Rust Belt. You get a different kind of charisma there. Sam Show says, "You're such a fag. You said dainty bite." Yeah, almost intentionally, my friend. Almost intentionally. What's next? Okay, so there was one more Ed and Michelle thing I wanted to do. And then we're going to hang out a little past 9 o'clock today because it's just way too much fucking money. Subway for lunch. All right, look, I'm going to do one more short fast food thing. Then we're going to see what restaurant they've gone to recently. Oh, yeah, this is another thing. Ed loves filming at truck stops and gas stations for some reason. I don't understand what Ed's whole thing is with the, fucking... Ew, did he do a tuna sandwich? Oh, he did the tuna. That's a brave move to order the mayo-y tuna at Subway. Okay.
Okay, we're back at the car, and this is what a tuna sub looks like at Subway with lettuce, tomato, black olives on there. Yep, that's a little bit of Michelle in there with that.
Oh my God, he killed Michelle. He murdered Michelle, and he's putting her in sandwiches in pieces. By the way, Ed, you didn't get enough mayo in the back end here. It's not the first time I've said that to old Ed.
Approved definitely of this sandwich. Hang on. My
His 80s music was playing. Was that Back in the Saddle again? What the fuck, Ed?
Coming on. Don't want to get a copyright because of Boston, okay? All right, let's go with it. I got my GoPro going because I'm still door dashing, and I haven't figured out how to turn the other off.
Wow, Ed's at Longhorn Steakhouse. He's door dashing. Ed seems like the kind of guy who would put a business card for the Ed and Michelle YouTube channel in his DoorDash. Give it a shot. Why not? What if we find out Ed's just eating people's DoorDash orders? All right, Ed, what the fuck, buddy? Oh, my God. So Ed just threw that thing down like he's deep-throating it and had a big hunk of mayo right on the corner of his mouth. Oh, there's a reason this guy's the best. Yeah, don't use a napkin, bro. It's just YouTube.
That's pretty good. She really put a lot of tuna into that one there. And this whole feast was like $10.
Wow.
I got the Sprite.
This whole feast was like $10. Ed, it's a 6-inch sub and a 20-ounce Sprite. You understand that used to be $4 back in the day. We're not exactly getting a steal anymore, Ed. Private equity firms took over these companies, and they're all shit now.
It's a little chaotic in here, Sprite. And the drink all together, and then the tip, $10.
He tips. Ed tips the Subway sandwich artists. Breaking news.
That's really a good sandwich.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Ed's culinary expertise. That is a really good sandwich. There we go. Eddie.
What is that? With that Ferrari's restaurant?
Dude, that town looks like it fucking sucks. That town looks like shit. That should either be a bait shop or where rapes happen. And that is a greasy spoon diner where just the owner works there. He pours the coffee. He does it all. By the way, Ed, come on, buddy. with auto insurance, this is like $20 and they'll come to your driveway and do it, bud. What are we doing here with this big crack in the windshield? You're going to get a ticket. Ed's going to get a ticket for that windshield.
Doesn't look like it's doing much over there.
It's no Longhorn Steakhouse, you elitist.
There were a lot of guys standing around doing nothing.
Ed, it's a truck stop. Those are called methamphetamine dealers. Poor Ed, he's so innocent.
Talking, and all the parking spaces were taken, so I'm probably illegally parked right now.
Let's admit to crimes with our cracked
I'm gonna
windshield.
wrap this sandwich up. A quick little video here for you guys here in Leroy Township on Verumen Road, right off I-90.
Which, by the way, when you die, if you don't believe in God, that's where hell is. Leroy Township in Ohio. Just so you know. All right, we're going to do a little more Ed and Michelle. $1 for Main Vein says, Aaron, look up Noah's cursed son Ham. Explains a lot. All right, today and tomorrow's show is brought to you by Main Vein and Cody. Noah, shut up.
Okay, we are here.
Shut the fuck up, Ed. Noah son Ham. The guy the beer's named after, right? Here we go.
Today's question is, why did Noah curse Ham and Canaan? In this video, I'll answer that question from a biblical perspective. Then afterwards, as always, I'll share some helpful resources, so stick around until the end.
Old Testament, so gay.
After the flood, God blessed Noah and his sons, saying to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the earth." Genesis chapter 9, verse 1. The men and their wives, under God's blessing, began to do just that. Sometime later, Scripture relates an unhappy episode in Noah's life, involving Noah and his 3 sons.
That's where the original idea for the show, My 3 Sons, came from, was Noah. People don't know that.
Fallout of that incident, Noah's grandson Canaan is said to be cursed. Genesis chapter 9, verse 25. It all started when Noah planted a vineyard and used the grapes to make wine. He drank the wine and became drunk, and shamefully lay naked in his tent. Genesis chapter 9, verses 20.
Sounds like a hell of a weekend, Noah. Explain yourself.
21. Noah's youngest son, Ham, identified as the father of Canaan in verse 22, saw his father's condition and the fact that Noah was naked in his tent. Rather than keep the matter quiet or attempt to help his father, Ham told his 2 brothers the salacious news in Genesis chapter 9.
Oh, you gossipy little bitch. That's not honoring his father.
Verse 22. Ham's response to his father's sin shows somewhat of Ham's character and disrespect for his father. Shem and Japheth acted more nobly. They took a garment and laid it across their shoulders. Then they walked in backwards and covered their father's naked body. Their faces were turned the other way so that they would not see their father naked.
There you go. Don't be naked around dudes, you gay boys. It's in the Bible, right there in the beginning, in Genesis. The modern translation of that is quit dong looking, fags.
This is chapter 9, verse 23. Later, Noah sobered up. He made some inquiries.
And he got to thinking, girl, you ain't much fun since I quit drinking. Well, I'm building an ark, tending the fields. I'm growing grapes and drinking the yields. I broke down, boat ain't floating. It's rough old life out here when I'm boating. I'm sorry. I turned Noah into a Toby Keith song. I'm proud of myself.
Found out what his youngest son had done to him. Genesis chapter 9, verse 24. This wording suggests that Ham did more than just see Noah's nakedness. He
actually came in, saw Noah's drunken naked ass, and he went, hamburger. That's where Alonzo Hamburger Jones came from. You guys didn't know that all this shit from the 80s was biblically connected.
Did something, but just what is unknown. It's useless to speculate. In any case, upon hearing the facts, Noah said something surprising. Cursed be Canaan, the lowest of slaves will he be to his brothers.
Oh,
Genesis
shit.
chapter 9, verse 25. He also praised the Lord at that time and pronounced a patriarchal pathetic blessing on Shem and Japheth in verses 26 and 27.
Oh, that's dirty. So he didn't curse his son. He said, your son's going to be fucked, dude. come in looking at my butthole while I'm fucked up. You didn't help me. You just went and told a bunch of people. Your son's going to be gay now.
Twice more. In that blessing, Noah declared that Canaan would be a slave to Shem and Japheth.
Oh, shit.
Of note is the fact that Noah did not curse Ham. The curse is pronounced on Canaan, Ham's son. But
so is that where the sins of the father shall be visited upon the son?
Nowhere does Noah directly curse Ham. It is significant, though, that the other two of Noah's sons receive a blessing, but Ham does not.
That's because they weren't a couple of dong lookers. Ham was a dong looker, and he got punished. I mean, the Bible is very clear. No dong looking, you weirdo.
Resulted in the patriarchal blessing passing Ham by. This was no doubt intentional given Ham's behavior. So, why did Noah curse Canaan when it was clearly Ham who acted inappropriately? Several theories have been put forward. First, there is an ellipsis in the text. When Genesis 9 speaks of Canaan, it is really the father of Canaan that is meant, the words the father of being understood. This theory relies on an insupportable assumption about the text. Second, Canaan and Ham were both involved in the sin against Noah. This means that Canaan was present when Ham observed Noah's nakedness. This theory adds to scripture, however. The text never mentions Canaan's whereabouts, but it does specify that was Ham, Noah's youngest son, who had done something to him. Genesis chapter 9, verse 24. Third, Ham...
Are they saying Ham's worse than a dong looker?
Had been blessed by God. Genesis chapter 9, verse 1. And Noah refused to curse someone whom the Lord had blessed. In the same way, the prophet Balaam could not curse the Israelites. God had told Balaam, you must not put a curse on those people because they are blessed. Numbers chapter 22, verse 12. So Noah pronounces a curse on some of Ham's descendants. Ham's sin against his father brought a punishment through his son. Not all of Ham's descendants were cursed, only those through Canaan. It is possible that Canaan was chosen to bear the imprecation because he was already showing evidence that he shared his father's
was a dong
character.
looker, right?
And
all of this.
Fourth, the curse on Canaan is more of a prophecy. Noah learned of Ham's sin and gave him the bad news that one line of his posterity would suffer. As a prophet of God, Noah foresaw that the Canaanites, in their wickedness, would deserve their fate. See Leviticus chapter 18 for a list of future...
Yeah, Leviticus is really harsh on the dong lookers, for sure.
Canaanite sins. Ham's punishment was to lack a fatherly blessing and to know that he was the ancestor of a doomed people group. In Genesis 10, the descendants of Canaan are listed. They include the Sidonites, the Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites, and the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah. Genesis 10,
shit.
15.
Yeah, see, that's what you get. That's you start with dong looking, and then all of a sudden you're butt fucking everybody, and then God smites you. All these people who are like, the Bible's not very clear on homosexuality. Bro, Ham came in and fucking saw his dad's dick, giggled, and then all of a sudden God's burning down Sodom and Gomorrah. Dude, I don't think they could be more clear. Dong looking is a no-go.
Through 19. Noah's curse and or prophecy came true during the time of Joshua. The Canaanites, descendants of Ham, were conquered by the Israelites, descendants of Shem. True to God's word, some of the Canaanites became slaves.
Damn.
The inclusion of this sordid incident in the life of Noah is interesting. Out of all that Noah did after the flood, why is this episode the only one recorded? The answer lies in the events surrounding the writing of Genesis. Moses, the author of Genesis, was leading the Israelites toward the land of Canaan to take possession of it. The story of how Canaan came to be cursed was one justification of the conquest. God had pronounced doom upon these people long ago, and it was
for dong looking. So we figured it out. Thank you, Main Vein, for sharing that with us, and now we've learned a little something. Main Vein says, Ham is the origin of all darkies. Every darkie is cursed by God. Well, geez, I didn't think we were going there. I thought it was going to be more staring at cocks. Fuck. Blukey says, wait, Noah had a huge hog? I mean, they're not going to give a small dick guy the ark. Fuck. Chad Buzamok says, God damn it, Main Vein. Don't say God damn it. Stop it. I want to watch a retard eat food, not this. Well, guess what? Main Vein gave $300, so I have to suck his cock. Those are the rules of streaming. That's how this industry works now. It used to be Howard Stern or Rush Limbaugh would put on whatever fucking show he wanted, and they get paid from the radio station, and you would have to listen to what he had. Now, if someone gives us $300, we got to play whatever gay shit they want. Sorry, I didn't make the rules. I just fucked up my career, so I ended up in it. All right, we got one more Ed and Michelle, and then we'll get out of here. Brewster's Italian Cafe. This sounds like a nicer place than usual for Ed and Michelle. Let's go.
Okay, we were able to get Blaine out of the casino because...
God, they were at another fucking casino, these two. Goodness gracious, God almighty, as my dad used to say. He's not dead. He just, I don't hear him say that anymore. All right, so they're going, look at this. This is a lot nicer place than Ed and Michelle usually go. They don't have fluorescent lighting.
You can wait, have a glass of wine here.
Look, a nice little bar.
March Madness. Pretty nice. And this is the kitchen. Pizza comes out over there.
Mamma mia.
Ashtray is over there. Everyone's pretty busy.
Let's speed Ed and Michelle up a little bit.
And more dining options over there. Only favorite.
There she is. There's our sweetie pie. There's Michelle. God, they love their casinos. This is, you know what would be hilarious is if they hated this place. If this was the place where Ed and Michelle went, yeah, fuck this. No, this is garbage. Like the one decent place they went to, and they're like, oh, God, what is this terrible food? There's no additives in it. You guys are shit.
The flame. That is a cool view with Michelle with the flame behind her. Yeah. You are on fire. Okay. I feel like you were in an episode of Hell's Kitchen or something like that with the fire. Yeah.
She literally just said, she said, I feel like I'm in Hell's Kitchen. Go back. That's fantastic. I love the banter between those two because Ed is convinced that he's the star. Every time that there's just Ed in a video, we're all like, this one sucks. But like, Michelle gets on there and Ed's like, I got this, Michelle. Let me run point and you just be the power forward, all right? Let me quarterback this thing.
We got the flame. That is a cool view with Michelle with the flame behind her.
Yeah, so she goes, I feel like it's Hell's Kitchen.
You are on fire. Okay. I feel like you were in an episode of Hell's Kitchen or something like that with the fire. Yeah.
She's like, I just said that, Ed. She doesn't get a big enough cut of the proceeds.
Yeah. Are you feeling a little bit better now that you got out of the casino? A little bit.
Kevin Pollak looks like shit. He's gained like 200 pounds. Oh, my God.
Hopefully some nice Italian food will go a long way, you know? They have an appetizer over here in the shareable section.
That guy looks like he's being held hostage by Ed and Michelle. Oh, God. This is in no way what they usually like. They've got to be shitting their pants at these prices. They see a buffet for $12. They're like, little spendy. Now there's bruschetta for $15. Oh, man. A charcuterie board for $22. Oh, Ed's going to shit.
The olives and feta.
That charcuterie board does sound great, though. Cured meats, artisanal cheeses, olives, sweet drop peppers, spreads. That actually sounds... You know what? I'm ready to order.
It's a whipped feta with lemon roasted Sicilian and Kalamata olives.
So this is like the first real restaurant we've ever watched Ed and Michelle go to.
Fine herbs and stuff like that. So anything with olives would be something that I would think, Michelle, you'd probably be interested in. Yeah. But if you didn't want that, they have spinach and artichoke dip, bruschetta, delicate squash, reserved tomatoes, different things like that.
Bro, did you notice he did not mention the $22 charcuterie board? Go back. I'm sorry. I'm going to do this a lot because this is the first nice restaurant we've ever seen them go to. Notice, let's look at the prices of everything that Ed tells her about.
So anything with olives would be something that I would think, Michelle, you'd probably be interested in. Yeah. But if you didn't want that, they have spinach and artichoke dip.
Okay, that's $16.
Bruschetta's
$15.
Delicate squash.
$17.
Different things like that.
He didn't mention the $22 charcuterie board. Ed, you sly dog, you.
And they even have a pizza called the Betty White Pizza. It's got...
Is it dead?
Garlic confit, creamy fontina, rosemary ricotta, and hot honey and roasted garlic olive. $18.
I don't want Ed to have to read Italian words. I just don't like. This guy just wants to eat. Like, this guy doesn't want to make a video. He just wants to order his food and get his food.
And this pizza that I saw on their website is called the Triple Crown. That's the staff favorite. It's got a cup of charred pepperoni.
I actually can't shit on a lot of this food. It actually does look pretty good.
Wisconsin cheese, white cheddar, mozzarella, topped with basil, hot honey, and crushed tomato sauce. It's very pretty looking pizza, you know.
I thought we were going horse-betting after.
Fucking SP would hate this place. She'd be like, why do we need so much shit on our pizza? We don't need that much shit on our pizza. Who do you think you are? She'd be like, we just get Domino's. What is this? You don't need hot honey on your pizza. She'd be like, you were in jail. You don't need hot honey on pizza. You're a jailbird. I was looking at TVs like like a day or two after I got out. I think that weekend we were at Target. And I was like, damn, that's a good deal for an 85-inch TV. She goes, you're not getting an 85-inch TV. You just got out of jail. Fair enough.
Well, I think if we're going to go with a pizza, it's either going to be the Betty White or the triple delight or triple crown. I don't know, but they have all the other options like chicken and shrimp Alfredo. Everything that you'd want under the sun when it comes to Italian. They have salads.
Ed reminds me of the Chris Farley character of the male and female couple when he's with Adam Sandler, reading the Zagat's review or whatever. Where Adam Sandler, by the time Chris Farley gets done talking, goes, Lord, take me now.
Salad, house salad, wedge salad. You get it. We're going to look over the menu some more and come to a consensus over here. So, Michelle, we ordered and we ended up going with, for an appetizer,
the calamansi olives, which is so new, and you know how much I love my olive. We're going to share them with Blaine, and then we went for dinner for two.
Is that the only thing you're sharing with Blaine? Hey-oh, we got a little Jeremy Quartering situation going on here.
We're getting soup and salad, a potato soup, and we're going with a house salad. With
right.
And then we're going for the Betty White, Golden Girls Day, pizza, and shrimp Alfredo.
She's just a likable human being. So they did the dinner for two for $60. This is a splurge move by Ed and Michelle. I'm impressed.
I think we get cookies as a dessert or something like that. So it's a dinner for two for $60.
That's not bad.
And Blaine, you ate.
Whoa, look at them moving up in the world. All of a sudden, that's not bad. You charge them $15 for a Chinese buffet, they're ready to burn the motherfucker down, but you give them Italian dinner for $60 for two people. And at an Italian cafe, that's not, I wouldn't say that's a crazy good deal, but it's also not shitty. It's like normal.
At the casino, at the Players Club. So you're going to help us with the olives, and you got your coffee. A couple olives and coffee. Yeah. Very cool.
So he already ate at the Players Club because this guy's such a degenerate gambler, they give him free food to stay at the tables.
Living dangerously, everyone.
Yeah. All right. We'll bring you guys back when the olives and feta come out. I'm anxious to see what this is all about.
Sounds good.
Okay.
It's the olives and feta.
And the feta cheese is on the bottom. And we have some naan bread. I guess you tear it apart and you put
and it deflates, she was saying. Yes.
You want to do that, Michelle?
Sure.
Take the honors of tearing it apart. And
you can use it.
All right. Now, put out your bread.
Ooh, yeah.
Right, take it closer to you. There you go.
Thank you. Ooh,
there you
perfect, go. Dad. Awesome.
Well, yeah. Good luck.
Holy olives and cheese and bread. That is primo here at Brewster's in New Buffalo, Michigan.
I can't, honestly, I cannot shit on the place they're in. That actually did look pretty good. This is like the first time we've ever watched Ed and Michelle do like a legitimate food review.
Oh my God, I'd wait till you try that. Rich and creamy and delicious.
I'm anxious for Blaine to try it. You're next, Blaine. You're the next victim here. All right, he's going in for his. Good. You like that?
Yeah. I'd rather have the feta and the naan without the olive, though.
The olive you could have done away with then. You would have rather just had
I'm an olive man. I like the olive. I can understand not wanting the olive, though. Jim, or whatever the fuck his name is, he has no charisma for being on camera. There's no reason. His hairline's like mine. There's no reason for him to be on camera. Just let this guy eat. Let him, actually, you know what? Let him go back to the casino, for God's sake.
The bread with the feta. Well, you know Michelle, she loves her olives, right?
And I love my cheese.
The moment that I saw that in the menu, I go, we got to get that for Michelle. You know?
Oh,
You're such a gentleman.
Oh, you didn't even get your share. Okay.
That's okay. All right, well, continue on eating and like, comment, and subscribe to the Green.
Yes. now it's Ed's turn at Brewster's to eat the olive.
You said that cheese is really good to go with.
Oh my God, it's rich and creamy.
You need to go for wine.
Oh yes.
I got my water to go. We ended up going with water today here.
Yeah, he's getting the 2 dinners for $60. I think if you're gonna go to an Italian place, you grab a bottle of wine for the table. Come on, Ed.
Right.
You big swinging dick, you.
Let's go. That is outstanding. But I'm with Blaine on this one. The cheese, the feta cheese, and that naan bread is great without the olive. Michelle, you're the weirdo that lets the olive in there. I mean,
wow. See, look at this. I don't like these little digs that Ed throws at Michelle. And also, I was just thinking, like, do you really want to be sitting next to these people who are being cheese dicks making a fucking YouTube video at the Italian restaurant you want to eat at?
Because it's there, but that feta, show that over here, Michelle. This stuff is outstanding. And the way they have it seasoned on top and the bread, yeah, I could go for that all day long. But more of those olives for Michelle, right?
That's how I like it. Yes.
We'll bring you guys back when the Betty White pizza comes out.
It's really fucking weird to watch Ed and Michelle actually eat at a real place and, like, not shit on the food they're getting. Like, that looks solid.
Bailey's, here we go.
This is Michelle's potato soup. And she gave it to me by accident. And this is the salad that Michelle got by accident.
Okay, that looks extremely mid, both of those.
But that soup does smell good, Michelle.
This is back to Ed and Michelle style.
Yeah.
By Blaine.
And I'm going to put my ranch on there. I feel like I'm doing wrong by my salad.
Did you see that yellow that was in the ranch? That looked a little suspect.
Because we're at an Italian restaurant, and I should be putting Italian on it, you know?
Ed, nobody's perfect.
So I'm good with that, right?
Ed, that's enough.
I'm not making you lose your man card. It's my fault.
I'm going to lose my man card because it's ranch.
Okay, that's okay.
So Michelle's going in for her potato soup?
No crackers?
Or is it leek soup? I don't know. Was it leek soup or potato leek?
Potato leek.
Right.
Ooh. Ooh. You want to try some, any of you?
All right, let's get to the pizza here.
It's a white pizza, and what do you
Which is the best
like
kind.
This little dab over there, like cream cheese or something like that.
Alfredo, maybe. Wow,
Guys, it's mozzarella. It's an Italian pizza. It's mozzarella cheese. The big clumps like that are just mozzarella. These people really just don't. They don't venture outside the Chinese buffet very often. Michelle, get your tits off the table, please. Could we? God. We can't bring these two anywhere. Michelle, titties off the table, please. Mozzarella.
It's like a sweet cheese.
Ooh.
Take a dip with your fork into that. Right there. Put it right into there and taste that. You can identify that better than me.
Oh, wait. What if I'm a dick and that's mascarpone? I could be. You know what? I might be an asshole. This might be me being a stupid asshole who doesn't know what I'm talking about.
It's like a garlicky type thing, too.
It's like an Italian cheese.
Yeah.
No shit.
Wow.
Blaine,
you should at least have one slice, right?
Ed weighs 350 pounds and he's got a Players Club card. Leave him alone.
No. I will explode.
Betty White, the golden girl.
That's a limp dick pizza, bro.
It's got like a sweetness to it, you know? Wow.
How awkward does their buddy feel? Like he's just sitting there drinking coffee while they're filming themselves eat. This is a very weird dynamic. I like that Ed and Michelle are going to real places, but this is just strange. The third wheel being there.
That is some really good. There's no olive, no
toppings.
No topping. It's just cheese, and that you don't know what kind of cheese it is.
Michelle's eating feta cheese, olives, and super cheesy garlic pizza. She's gonna have rank farts all night.
Do you? We gotta find out what that is on there like that.
Yes, but I'll say this. Picture this at 2026.
Ed.
Oh yeah.
Sophia Petrollo would be very proud to have that. Oh, Matt and Monty, I'm having that piece for you guys. You'll love it. They would have.
Shout out Main Vein.
Right. There's like basil on it. I don't know. It's so good though. Quick update. We only took
God, and they're still eating. They ate that whole pizza. They ate the feta and olives, and they're gonna have Alfredo as cheese.
Pieces a piece of that. It's ricotta cheese. I was right about it. Oh my God. Didn't I say ricotta? Okay. Yeah, and
that's why it's white and powdery.
The shrimp Alfredo already came out.
Staying in town this moment.
Yeah, we have a refrigerator at our place.
But it's smaller than this?
It'll work.
It'll work.
I can leave it. The car is going to be cold, so we can leave it in the car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good thinking,
Stack
Ed.
that one on top of the piece on top of some ricotta.
Okay.
Hey, don't worry about editing out your conversation with the server. We all want to hear it.
Need a smaller box I can fit.
No, that'll work. Thank you. This is the shrimp Alfredo. Oh my! Look at that, guys. Look at that shrimp that's right in there. That's a massive. Holy, yeah! You gotta think the tail is still on there. But wow. Are you sure you don't want some of this, Blaine?
Oh God, no.
Okay. I feel like I'm not doing a good job selling you on the food. You know. Okay.
Ed is full. He suffers from indigestion regularly. Leave him alone. It's already weird that you brought him.
You can have that for your bowl for your pasta, and I'll use this one.
Right here.
Okay. All right. So, what did you think of this Brewster's Italian Cafe?
Has nothing on Olive Garden, and it has.
Oh, wait a minute. It has nothing on Olive Garden. Did you just really shit on an Italian place and say it's not as good as Olive Garden? You better have misspoke and got that flipped around.
Cafe.
Has nothing on Olive Garden, and it has nothing on any Italian dishes. Oh my God! I thought St. Powder's was the best. Brewster's is the best.
Oh, she just fucked up and she doesn't know how to speak. You mean Olive Garden has nothing on Brewster's? Okay, 'cause I was gonna say that place did look legit. It looked good.
And it's worth millions. Brewster's millions.
And you got the hummingbird cake.
Yeah.
Because our wonderful waitress.
By the way, is Michelle missing her bottom teeth?
She was tremendous.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You got to ask for her when you come here, and then Connor and Tyler.
Oh, I didn't know Michelle was missing her bottom teeth. I've never noticed that. But Michelle, what happened?
Made our whole entire dinner, and here, yes, my first time trying hummingbird cake. So General Hospital, I'm going to be trying
It's
it.
all wrapped up. We're not going to be able to eat that because
Oh my God.
our numbers are probably going to be maxed out right now.
Yes.
We still have a whole half pizza.
Oh, their buddy left. He's like, I'm fucking leave. Can I be done, please?
The hummingbird, and there's cookies in there too.
Yeah.
I got chocolate chip, and you got the peanut butter cookies.
Them are all for
All
you.
right. But that $60 deal for two people is definitely worth it. Oh yeah. I mean, I can't eat anymore, and I didn't even eat half of. We did eat all of that Alfredo.
All right, so they liked it. They thought it was great. You know what? I'm happy because I was worried they were going to eat at a nice place for once, and they were going to be like, "This is shit." I could have went to the Chinese buffet, and I'm glad they liked it. Main Vein with $1 says, read Chad Buzamok's chats, Aaron. Hold on. He says, this is like with you and Johnny. This is fuck yeah.
Home run, Jefferson. Go to break.
Said, you kidding? You owed us 30 minutes already and got $420 at the end when begging for 30, and you think this is enough time? We get another 45 minutes of pure enthusiasm out of you. Fuck you, dude. I've gone an extra 30 minutes from that. I'm doing everything I need to do. And also, tomorrow morning, I'll probably feel bad, and I'll probably end up going all the way to the members-only show. I can't stay till 10. I can't. SP's already texting me like, hey, can you call me or whatever? I'm like, I made a bunch of money. I'm going a little over tonight. I need to talk to my baby. Chad Buzamok says, main vein, and we're being nice because we could have said 24 hours. No, you didn't. I didn't agree to it beforehand. Main vein says, you owe us till 10, Aaron. Dude, I have to go to bed for the morning show tomorrow. Buzamok says, how does he not interact with chat while watching the video? Instead, wait till 30 minutes later and read chats regarding what was said 25 minutes ago. Main Vein with $1 says, enough Ed and Michelle. Give us something good, Aaron. I'm doing what I can. Chad Buzamok says, she gonna gum the fuck out of Ed after shelling out all that money on her. I know. I think this might be the first time we've ever watched Ed and Michelle break a hundo on a restaurant tab. I think so. Oh, wow. Nomo says, this feels like a move the quartering would do. What? Brian says, or DSP. I have gone an hour later than I usually do. My gal is already texting me like she said, hello, question mark. I do have to run. I do have to get going. I can't go till 10. I'm telling you right now. I am so appreciative. We made a fuck ton of money tonight. We really did. But can't you just say, "Oh, we gave you the money because we love the show you did. Thank you for the extra time and all of." No, that's too much for me. I'm seeing some interesting tweets. Ralph's trying to get Jeremy from the quartering on the kill stream. Ooh. Don't forget, I have the power to summarily delete any YouTube channel I wish. You would think, since they all say this shit unironically, there would be more. Ethan Ralph said, come on the kill stream and answer this live, Jeremy. No bull. No bull. Get it? Like no bullshit, but also no fuck your wife. Kind of the Ethan Ralph turn of phrase. It's an Ethan Ralph. Boozmock says, we're pulling an all-nighter. That was never part of the deal. That was never part of what this was. I have to go to bed. T-Baby says, fuck you, go to 10, you pussy. Here's my thing. I have 2 stories left, and I don't give a shit about either one of them. 3 stories left. And I don't think you'll give a shit about any of them, and none of them are going to last a half hour. How about 9:30 tonight? 11 o'clock, like right up until the members only show tomorrow. I think that's fair. Unbanned Josh Denny fan says this is like when Haley told everyone exactly how to report Karmic Stream, but got offended when he said she wanted people to report his stream. No. What? I don't understand. I don't get the reference. You can sleep when you're dead. No, I'm going to take off. We did a half hour of overtime that we promised from last night. We did a half hour now. All content, all fun. We had a great time. Main Vein is sponsoring the entire show tomorrow. Everybody's going to be getting their money's worth. Somebody says go till noon tomorrow. I will be going until noon tomorrow. Or no, I will be going till noon tomorrow because at 11 o'clock, we've got the members only show. Boozmock says, should have thought about all this before accepting $420. I asked for 30. I asked for 30. I asked for 65 at most. I didn't ask for this, motherfucker. I'm very thankful for it, but now it feels like you guys are using it to hold it over my head. Tonight's show has been brought to you by Main Vein. Tomorrow's show has been brought to you by Main Vein. I have to go. I'm doing a show in the morning, and you've already made me feel like absolute dog shit about it. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to find somebody to raid, and then I'm going to go. You know, Tim Pool probably streams more than I do. I don't want to hear shit. News. We've never done news treason. John B. Wells, Thrones of Darkness. Oh, shit. We got to raid.
That could put you or your...
Oh, you got to raid the Thrones of Darkness, dude. If you don't raid the Thrones of Darkness, do you even have a real channel? Main Vein says, go get your pussy, Aaron. You owe us tomorrow. It's 10:30 where I am, and I have to get up at 3 a.m. for work tomorrow. All right. I owe us tomorrow. That's fine. Very good. We've come to a deal with our generous benefactor. He's a kind and giving God. Guys, enjoy John B. Wells live. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow morning with Oz. We've got a No Goal Thursday. It's all bonuses for Oz tomorrow. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your night. Take it easy. Sleep well.